Hi and welcome back to MRTV. This is MRTV Live, and in this live stream we're going to talk about all the exciting things that I saw at CES 2020. I have just arrived back in good old Germany after a very long flight, and I thought, like, come on, I need to go back online. I loved it to go live at CES 2020 to show you what I saw there, and now we're going to go for the conclusion. We're going to talk about all the exciting things I saw there. We're going to talk a lot about PImax, the PImax Artisan, the PImax 8KX, the modular audio strap, all the things that I saw there, and also the eye tracking. I'm going to show you a behind the scenes video that you didn't see, but today in this live stream you're going to see it. And of course we're also going to talk about the other exciting headsets that I saw. I saw quite lots of interesting headsets at CES 2020, like the Pico headset, the Pico Neo 2, the headset which, well, is some kind of a Quest competitor, but with a faster SoC, and also the ability to play your Steam VR games wirelessly. Wow, this is the Pico Neo 2. We're going to talk about it. But also there were lots of other headsets which have a super nice form factor, like the Pico G3 Light that I saw at the Pico booth, and for example like the Huawei Glass that I tested myself, or this cool new Panasonic headset that you've also seen on the other channels at CES. Super exciting form factors, super nice stuff. Then also, of course, we're going to talk about AR glasses like the Nreal Light. I saw it already last year, but this year I saw it again, and this year they also have some new software that we have to talk about. Super exciting stuff. And I saw something that really totally thrilled me, the Dexmo VR Haptic gloves. I showed them to you, I tried them out, and I'm going to tell you a bit more about the Dexmo gloves, which was, in my opinion, one of the most exciting things that I saw at CES 2020. And of course, we're going to talk a lot. I'm looking forward to connect with you. I'm looking forward to chat with you. And, well, you know what? All of this goodness is coming up. Yeah, hi and welcome back here to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang, and this channel, it's all about VR and AR. So if you're interested in these topics, and I believe you are interested into these topics, then subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything. Yes, welcome back to MRTV Live. Finally, MRTV Live is back in the house. In the last year, in 2019, this show actually, I didn't really do it at all. And yeah, that's a bit sad, right? Because I love this show and I love to connect with you, and it's coming back, and I'm sure we're going to have a fantastic time together, because I can tell you about all the exciting things that I saw at CES 2020. It was such an amazing show, and I'm super glad that I flew to the US, that I flew to Las Vegas, and that I could check out everything with you. And my dear friends, also, this is not only about me telling you about what I saw. This is also for me to connect with you, to reconnect with you guys, because we haven't talked to each other for quite a long time. So I would like to say hello to Reckoner VR. Hi Gary, what's up? And you say, looking forward to hearing some impressions on the Panasonic device. Weird but sort of intriguing. Then, yeah, Gorilla Jones is here, Ludix is here, Aussie Safa is here, Colin Webb is here, and Colin is interested in the Artisan. And Niloman is here, and Philip Baylor is here, and Ludix is here, and Push the Button is here. Hi, I'm so happy to reconnect with all of you. It's amazing to be back. It's amazing to do MRTV live shows, and I can tell you, in 2020, in this year, live shows are coming back. Live shows are coming back to MRTV. I missed you guys, and I love this connection that we have here. Ludix, What's up, Sebastian, says Shoujo. What's up? What's up? Cheers. Cheers. And still, this channel is for grown-ups. I'm still going to have my adult beverage, right? It's still probably politically not correct to do this, but I don't give a damn crap. Cheers. And Funny ML says, hope you brought your mom back to Germany with you. I did. And she really enjoyed. She really enjoyed Las Vegas. And we both enjoyed Las Vegas. I thought this time I don't just go there. I'm going to bring my mom over and going to show her Las Vegas, show her the strip, going to gamble, have some adult beverages, and she had a blast. She loved Las Vegas so much. And Commander Echo asked, how can I donate something to you? That's a very good question. Thank you for this question. I'm going to talk about that really soon. And Reckoner had a beer on every VR roundtable. Exactly, it's my downtime and I deserve a beer, right? Reckoner, totally agreed. It's Saturday night now here in Germany. It's 10:45 p.m. It's Saturday, and if I would not make this live stream, I would probably have some beers somewhere. So, as you know, cheers. And Ludix says, your live show was really good. Very good quality. Congrats again. Thank you so much, Ludix. Thank you so much. And Benjamin says, would like to hear a comparison between Artisan and Index. We're going to talk a lot about the Artisan later. Did you lose any money at Las Vegas Casino? I probably did lose some. And let me show you a picture. Let me use this show to also show you some behind the scenes footage. Some behind the scenes pictures that you don't get to see normally. Like, for example, like this one here. Isn't that nice? That's me and Sweeviver in the New York casino, and we did gamble a bit. That was fun. Yeah, so today you're going to see quite some behind the scenes videos and behind the scenes pictures. So I'm sure that this is going to be an amazing stream. So before we go into the details about the CES 2020, I would love to ask you for one thing. Please share the stream URL now. We are now in the minute number 8 of this stream, but this stream is going to last for 2 hours for sure. I'm so sure about it. And you don't want your VR buddies to miss this stream. So why don't you take the URL of this stream and share it with your VR friends? Share it on your favorite VR Discord server. Share it on your Twitter. Share it on your Facebook. Share it on your Instagram. Share it so that more people can watch this live. So if you would do that right now at the beginning of the stream, I'm sure the person that will get to know about this stream thanks to you sharing it, they will be so grateful because you're going to hear lots of exciting things here directly from me. And yeah, Reckoner shared, 111 watching, not too shabby. And Reckoner VR, you know what, dear Reckoner, dear Gary, I so miss the VR roundtable. That was I'm telling you, that was the best VR show on the interwebs. Really, I loved it and I missed it. And so it seems like I must make something very similar to that. Something like a round table. And I would so love actually to have the original round table, your round table, and I'm just also there. But I'm not sure if you guys like really quit for good now or what. But dear Reckoner, I would love to do that, you know. So for sure, there's going to be something like this on MRTV really soon. I'm still working out with who I should do that. So if you have any thoughts about who you want to be on the show, on the MRTV podcast, then please do let me know here in the chat. I would love to do this with the VR Roundtable guys, actually, but I think not everyone wants to have like a weekly show. I guess that's why you guys stopped, right? Because it was too much work. But I loved your show. You know, it's like this down to earth. Nobody is sponsored by any company. Everyone is just a VR enthusiast, and I loved that. And that made the VR Roundtable so special. Yeah. Cheers. Okay. So, yeah, do let me know who you want to see on the show, on the upcoming VR podcast show on MRTV. And yeah, you can probably even leave it in the comment section if you have some ideas who should be on that new MRTV podcast, which for sure is going to be pretty amazing. Norman. Hi, Norman. What's the likelihood of the Panasonic VR goggles making it to the market? 0. This is not for real. This is just like a concept. Woo, okay, good. This is going to be a great show. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back to live shows, and you're gonna see a lot of them in 2020. And again, I'm going to work on an MRTV podcast. Still looking for people to join that, to find that perfect combination of people who would be super exciting and who would like contribute to that live show. And I'm looking for 3 other people, and I'm sure it's going to be really cool. All right, now let's slowly move into the show. We already have 123 people watching, so you did share this. This should be pretty amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, VR Spry Guy. So I am super happy. I am super glad that I went to CES 2020 because actually I was thinking about not going because, well, I was thinking probably I could also just give you some coverage by reading what the others write about it and do it like this. But I decided against it. Now, let me tell you the backstory. Let me tell you the whole backstory of how I went to CES 2020. So, there's a big VR headset manufacturer. And this VR headset company, they wanted to pay the whole trip for me, everything. They wanted to pay everything for me to go to CES 2020. And I thought about it for a moment, and then I said, no, I'm not going to take your money. I'm going to go there on my own money. And the reason why I did that is to be able to be fully neutral, unbiased, and honest in my reviews. But I'm telling you, even if I had taken this money, I would still have given you exactly the same coverage. I would still have given the same coverage to you. However, just for my own feeling, it's better to say no to this company. And if you're wondering why I cannot make it to all the VR expos and the VR conferences, is because I'm not taking it. So MRTV is the channel, is the YouTube channel which gives you honest and unbiased reviews and reports that are not bought by the VR headset companies. So, and I think that is truly, that is not bad, I think. And I'm not a saint like Rudel Zavetno says, but I believe it's important to let you know that I said no to that and that I paid all this trip by myself. And yeah, I also tell this to you in order to let you know that I can do that thanks to your support. So you can support this kind of thing by joining my Patreon if you think it's amazing that you get these unbiased and honest reviews here on MRTV. Then I'll be super, super glad if you join the MRTV Elite. And you can do so by going to mrtvelite.com. And I'm going to give you the URL now, mrtvelite.com. And with only $3, you can support what I'm doing here. You can support the channel, and you can make sure that I can keep on doing that, giving you unbiased and honest reports and reviews. So, and Reckoner says, there aren't many channels that can make a claim like that. Thank you, man. Most simply stay silent with the knowledge free things happen behind the scenes. Just saying. It's true. It's absolutely true. And you know what? The thing is, I can get sponsored. It's okay. Like, you know, I was sponsored by VR Cover. I was sponsored by Modicap. I was sponsored by Human Eyes as well. However, I don't let VR headset or AR headset companies sponsor this channel, and I only take sponsorships when I love the product, and whenever something is sponsored, I say that out loud. So it's always 100% transparent if something is sponsored here, and I think that is super important. So I said no to this headset company, and I think that is pretty cool, so that you know all my opinions are my own. And if you support this, join the MRTV Elite. And of course, I would be also happy about every single super chat. And if you want to donate, the best way to donate to this channel is via Tippy Stream, because if you donate via super chat, then YouTube is going to get 30% of that money. But if you donate via Tippy Stream, and the link is down in the description, then I get more of every dollar that you donated, and I will be, of course, super, super happy. The link is down in the description. Go to tippystream.com/mrtv/donation for donations to this channel, so that I can go to the next CES, I can go to the Mobile World Congress, and your donations are making this channel a reality, and I would be super, super glad. Thank you, Claybomb, to say that. You're the man, Sebastian. Cheers. All right. That was important. That needed to be said because I really couldn't do it without the community. Okay. Now, with that said, we can start with the show. We can start with don't drink and stream, says Digital TV Network. Come on. It's Saturday night. I'm German. And yeah, it's time for me to have an adult beverage and kick back a bit, because it has been really, really super exhausting. It has been super exhausting to go to Las Vegas, to bring you all these live streams, then to fly back, and now I'm going live directly again. It was super exhausting, but it was fun. It was the right thing to go there, and I really loved every moment. I met so many nice people. I saw so many cool things in Las Vegas, so many cool tech, and yeah, fantastic. Lazarui Christina says, are you Brazilian? That is so interesting. Do I look Brazilian to you guys? So many people ask me that, if I am Brazilian. And actually, I'm not at all. I'm not Brazilian at all. Actually, I'm mixed. I'm half German and half Chinese. Interesting, right? So actually, I can tell you, Las Vegas is the perfect place for me. So why is Las Vegas the perfect place for me, right? I'm half German and half Chinese. So the Chinese side loves to gamble and the German side loves to drink. So in Las Vegas, it is basically my heaven. I can drink and gamble at the same time, and it's just perfect. So yeah, mixed German-Chinese. Las Vegas is my place. All right, I think now we should start with the actual. We should start with the actual show, and I should tell you more about all the VR headsets that I saw. And the VR side of you likes to stay up all night. That's true, Dell. That is absolutely true. Okay, so now let's start with the show, and let's start to talk about Pico. And we start here with Pico, and we're looking at Road to VR. It's a very fantastic website. I really like Road to VR, great reporting. So I'm going to use Road to VR to show you the pictures that they took. And we start with Pico. As you know, Pico is a VR headset company from China. And in the West, in the US and in Europe, they are selling their headsets to the enterprise, not to consumers. So this is to the enterprise. But in China, they are actually selling this to consumers as well. And this year, the Pico Neo 2 is the Quest for China. That's right. This is the Quest competitor for China, and let me tell you why. This headset is a standalone headset, just like the Quest. It is tracked in 6 degrees of freedom, just like the Quest. It has 2 controllers, which look like this here, which are also tracked with 6 degrees of freedom, however, not optical. And I'm going to tell you more about this later. This headset has a Snapdragon 845, which is 1 generation faster than the one that is in the Oculus Quest. And it also has the batteries here in the back of the headset. And that is really, really cool because, well, it is way more comfortable than the Oculus Quest. This I can tell you right now already. It's super comfortable. This headset is super light and super comfortable because, unlike the Oculus Quest, the batteries are here in the back of the headset, so the balance is just right. And I think I've just received wow, I've just received 2 donations already. Thank you so much, Greg Stu, for €5. Thank you so much. Cheers. Cheers to you. And thanks for supporting me, giving you unbiased and honest reviews. Thank you, Lost in VR, for €10. Thank you so much. And Lost in VR says, I prefer wine. That's all right. I also like wine. Thank you so much, guys, and thanks for supporting unbiased and honest reviews on MRTV. That means so much to me, and thanks to you, I can do this stuff. I can go to places, and thanks to you, I can, give you this unbiased and honest reviews. So the battery part is here in the back, and let's talk about the comfort. The comfort of the Pico Neo 2 is amazing. It's light, it's balanced, it feels way better than the Oculus Quest. Then it has 2 cameras here in front, and these 2 cameras, oh my goodness, thank you VR gamers. Oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. Thank you so much VR gamers for all your hard work, Seb. Have another beer, mate. I will, VR gamers, thanks to you. Thanks to you and your support, I can have another beer, and I will during this stream. It's going to be a very adult stream. Cheers. And comfort is fantastic. We have these 2 cameras, and these 2 cameras are there for pass-through. So you can see the virtual picture, and they're also for the tracking of the headset itself. For the 6 degrees of freedom tracking of the headset, these 2 cameras are being used. These 2 cameras are not being used for the controller tracking because these controllers are being tracked by the IMUs that are built into those controllers and by an electromagnetic field. Wow, that is pretty wild, right? So the tracking is totally different than the tracking of the Quest, and we're going to talk more about this in a moment. So what else? What else is new here with the Pico Neo 2? So this has a 4K screen. It's a 4K screen, so the picture quality is fantastic. The picture quality is simply fantastic, and I can tell you, this looks way better than the Oculus Quest. Not bad, right? Who would have thought about this? But also one drawback as compared to the Quest, this is only one screen, so it means like we don't have an IPD adjustment here. We only have one screen, one 4K screen, so 4K for two eyes. So it looks really good, but we don't have IPD adjustment. This device costs $700. And if you also want to have Tobii eye tracking, you can go for the Pico Neo 2i, and this is going to cost you $900. So there's even a version with Tobii eye tracking, and we're going to talk about this in a moment. But now, a really, really exciting feature that no other headset has. This headset has... Okay, before I say that, I must say, hello Niall, thank you so much for your €1. Will there be a Quest S in 2020 with Pico Neo specs and form factor? I don't think so. Let's talk about this later in the stream. Thank you so much for your €1 donation. Oops. So, but now I'm going to let you know about the killer feature that this Pico Neo has. The Pico Neo 2 has a wireless connection built in. So you can play Steam VR games with this headset. And you don't need any add-on module. This has wireless built in. And I'm not talking about Wi-Fi. I'm not talking about some solution like virtual desktop, right? I'm talking about 6 gigahertz, the same like the wireless module of the Vive Cosmos or the Vive Pro, built into this headset. Now, isn't it quite fantastic? So you have wireless VR. You can play your Steam VR games with this thing on a 4K screen. Isn't that pretty amazing? I think now that is pretty cool, right? I saw that is really, really pretty cool. And everything is built into this $700 headset. Wow. This is the same technology that the Vive Cosmos thing is using. This is incredible. So it's 6 gigahertz. Yes, it's Y gig, exactly. So that is pretty amazing. And thank you so much, Colin, for your €3 and for your great coverage. Thank you. I so appreciate every single euro, because that is one more euro that I don't need to get from any headset company that would like to sponsor me. Thank you so much. No, it does not use 5G technology. This uses 6 gigahertz technology, and it's the same technology that is being used by the Vive Cosmos wireless module. Now, this is so amazing, and wow, this is something really, really cool that is built into this headset. Sorry. So, yeah. Lots of interesting stuff that is built into the Pico Neo 2. And I tried it. So let me tell you my impressions. I put it on and I thought like, wow, this is like super comfortable. This is fantastic. And the first thing that I saw when I put it on, I saw exactly the same thing that I saw when I put on the Quest. a black and white image of my surroundings and like a little screen that told me, okay, please, now it's about time to set up your Guardian. And it was exactly, I'm telling you, exactly the same thing like on the Quest. The picture quality of the black and white image that I got here with the Pico Neo 2 was exactly the same that I got like when you put on the Quest and when it asks you to set up your Guardian. Everything looked exactly the same. Even the prompt to tell me, do I want to set up a stationary Guardian or the room scale Guardian? Exactly the same. So then you choose which kind of boundary you want, and then you set the floor level. You know, when the floor level, when this grid goes down, exactly the same here. So in a positive way, I would say that Pico was inspired by Oculus. Or you could say Pico completely copied the thing from Oculus. So whatever you think applies, but it was really exactly the same thing. Wow. So then you would do your Guardian, and exactly the same thing. You paint the Guardian with your controller, and then everything is set up. Everything exactly the same like Oculus. Wow. And then let's talk about the controller tracking. So the controllers are not tracked optically, but they're tracked by the IMUs, which you find in both the controllers. So how good is it? It was pretty good. I must really tell you, it was pretty good. It works with electromagnetism. And the good thing about this is that, well, it will be still tracked if you put that controller behind your back, because it's all with the IMUs and with the electromagnetic field that is being made by that headset. So actually the tracking, it worked really nice, and even behind your back. I mean, yes, I know there's very few situations where you would have this kind of tracking, where you would need to have the controllers behind your back, but it's pretty cool that it actually works, right? So and Del Wolfensparger says, Sebastian sounds like Nikolai Tesla when he says electromagnetism. That's right. I cannot hide my German accent. But actually, if I really wanted to, I could really sound very American, but it's very tough for me to do that, so I will stick to my German English. Yeah, so that tracking was quite good. No, it was really good. It was really good. It was not as good as the tracking of the Oculus Quest and Rift S, right? Because that is truly good once when the controllers are in your field of view, but that was like surprisingly good. So I could work with the Pico Neo 2 tracking, even though it was not as perfect as the tracking of the Oculus Quest, but it was really, really good. Yeah. That was nice. So the tracking is good, surprisingly good. The controller, let's have a look at it. So the controllers, they have a thumb stick, they have two buttons, they have a menu button, and they have another button here, and they have a grip button. So, and also they have a trigger. So basically what we have here, we have the same buttons that we have also with the Oculus Quest, which makes it kind of compatible with Quest games in terms of the controller. So that is pretty good. And Markus Draxler, that's a very German name, Draxler, they look uncomfortable, but actually they are fine. They are pretty good. And I didn't have any problems with these controllers. So that was nice. So we have a really interesting headset here, and this really interesting Wi-Fi connection with your PC VR And this kind of technology is actually made by Qualcomm. This technology is called Boundless XR, and I've tried that out last year in San Francisco at the GDC 2019, and it was good. That boundless technology where you could play Steam games or anything from your PC, it worked really well, and it's cool that they put everything into this headset here for $700 US. So let me tell you more about what games you could play. So again, for the US and for Europe, this is meant for the enterprise market. So this is meant for the enterprise market, so we're probably not going to get it. But in China, this is meant for consumers as well, because in China, they don't have Facebook, they don't have Oculus, they don't have the Quest, they don't have the Go, they don't have the Rift S. So this is the device that is being used by the Chinese. And they also have similar games that we can see for the Quest. Like, for example, I played Drunken Bar Fight. And the reason is the game developers that put their games onto the Quest, they have the big incentive to put their games onto the Neo 2 as well. Because, of course, you want to sell your games to the Chinese people, right? Lots of people in China. And it seems to be really easy to port your Oculus Quest games to the Pico Neo 2. You have a stronger processor. You also have 6 degrees of freedom tracking. You also have 6 degrees of freedom controllers with the same buttons. So it seems to be super easy to port your Quest games over to the Pico Neo 2. So I played Drunken Bar Fight. Sorry. I played Drunken Bar Fight and it really looked great. And does it have screen door effect? Juan Lopez asks. And this did not have screen door effect. So this was looking way better than Oculus Quest because it has 4K, a 4K resolution, really, really nice. So there was no screen door effect whatsoever. A really, really cool device. So yeah, this cost $700 and is $900 with eye tracking from Tobii. And about the eye tracking, I also tried it, and thanks to the eye tracking, we even have dynamic foveated rendering on this headset. So when the eye tracking is on, it will only render the part in 100% that you're looking at, and the rest will be rendered with a lower quality. So this will help you to save energy, and this will help you to even have better graphics. And this device, the Pico Neo 2, has everything built in already, and I'm telling you, this was super, super impressive. Yeah, so we have great comfort, we have good tracking, we have a battery life of 4 hours, we have a 4K screen, we have wireless connection to the PC. So this is truly an amazing headset, and I was very, very impressed by this headset. So what the sound is concerned, we have a little speaker here, something very comparable to what the Oculus Go and the Quest and the Rift S has. So it's very comparable, and that's okay, but for sure not as good as the Valve Index. Do you have any questions about the Pico Neo 2? Do you have any questions about the Pico Neo 2? Are the lenses good? Any noticeable God rays? When I was playing, I didn't see any God rays at all. So, well, it seems this should be pretty good. Yeah. And what ports do we have? So what ports does the Pico Neo 2 have? We have USB-C connection, and we also have an SD card slot. Isn't that pretty cool? That's something that the Quest doesn't have, SD card slot. Think about how awesome that is. You simply pop in the SD card, the mini SD card, and you will have way more memory. So this is really, really a cool device. So I really, really liked it, I must say. And if you are in Germany or if you are in Europe, you could try it out by simply coming to the MRTV experience and visit the headquarters here, the MRTV headquarters, because I am going to get the Pico Neo 2, and everyone who comes to visit me here in Dortmund, Germany, for the MRTV experience, here, mrtvexperience.com, you can come here and you can check out all the devices that I'm going to talk about tonight. You can check them all out here at the MRTV headquarters in Dortmund, Germany. And if you are in Europe, it should be no problem. If you are in the UK, it's so easy to come to Dortmund. There's a direct flight from London, for example. From London to Dortmund with Ryanair, it will cost you £10, and you can visit me here in Dortmund. And yeah, it's going to be pretty amazing to check out all the stuff that I can show you here in Dortmund. So definitely in Del Wolfensparger, come to Mecca of VR, Dortmund, Germany. No, it's written like this, Dortmund. And Digital TV Network, you will be in Dortmund Wednesday. Really? Why? Cool. Yeah, so really good. Really nice. Come here to Dortmund and visit me. And VR Manic is going to show up here one day. Do it. And we have something Spanish. Unfortunately, my Spanish is really bad, so I cannot answer your question. Oh, you're coming for a job, Digital TV Network. Where are you from? Actually, are you German, Digital TV Network, or where are you from? Ludix, I think so. I think I will have the yaw also here. Ah, Berlin. Yeah, I love Berlin. Reckoner, you have to come to Dortmund one fine day. Gary, I want to see you here. I'm sure we would have a great time here. Okay, do you have any more questions about the Pico Neo 2? France to Germany, I don't know how much it is, but you can go by bus, for example. That should be pretty good. Release date. This should be live right now, actually. Yes. Okay, my dear friends, we have to go. Oh yeah, what is the FOV? The FOV, right. The FOV is very comparable to that of the Oculus Quest. I would say it's a bit less. It's a bit less than Oculus Quest. Probably, let's say if the Oculus Quest diagonally is 110 degrees, then I would say this is probably 105 or 100. And the proxy, how to buy or import Pico Neo 2 into EU. I don't really know at this moment, but I will find out. And Niloman says, oh, come on, get to the Huawei Glass. I will. But before I do so, I will need to go and get an adult beverage, and I need to put the old adult beverage that is now went to my body away. So see you in probably 2 minutes. Yeah, guys, it's live. This is live. Live is live. And here I am back again. So MRTV Live is the only live stream where the toilet breaks are included. Isn't that nice? So good. Okay, great. So if you don't have any more questions about the Pico Neo 2, then I would go to the next device, to the next devices. Do you have any more questions about the Pico Neo 2? If not, we're going to go to the next. We're going to go to the next topic. Okay. How is the screen door effect compared to Reverb or 8KX? So with that 4K displays, you don't have any more screen door effect anymore. So it's really good. It's really good. The weight. It is very. I can't tell you in grams now, but it was light. So that's why I told you that this is super comfortable. You have the balance of the device here because the battery pack is here. You have one more strap that you cannot see here, which is kind of like elastic, and you have a very light front part. So this is really good. And Pico is a big company in the VR industry. Yes, they are. What happened to Star VR 1? We didn't hear any news on CES. Yeah, balance is great. VR Spry Guy. No, Star VR is not dead. Star VR 1 is not dead. I can tell you it's going to happen. Something's going to happen. So now let's go to the next topic here. And we're talking now about this here. This is a super small VR headset. These are actually the Pico G3 Light. Actually, it's not called Pico VR glasses like Road to VR is saying here. Actually, these are called the Pico G3 Light. I was told by the Pico people. And this is a super, super cool and small headset. Look at how it looks. Fantastic, right? And this headset has a 3K resolution. It has 3 degrees of freedom and 1 controller. And this headset is fully driven by your phone, by your smartphone. So actually, the thought behind this headset is that it will come with your 5G network subscription. So very soon, probably you're going to get a 5G contract with your carrier. Yeah, so in Germany now they're starting to roll out 5G, and in lots of other countries they are going to roll out 5G network. And this headset is meant for carriers to sell their 5G contracts, because this headset, you can see it here on the Road to VR pictures, actually this headset was tethered to a 5G mobile phone. So all the content comes from your 5G mobile phone. Pretty interesting, right? And yeah, so you get all the content via 5G network. And I asked them specifically, okay, what kind of content do you get? And will everything be streamed, the videos and the games that you can play? And the Pico people told me, yes, everything can be streamed. But if you want, you can also download the content to your smartphone and then see it or play it from your smartphone. So both is possible, and that is pretty cool. Now, this will come out in July. Again, it has 5 degrees of freedom for the headset and 5 degrees of freedom for the one controller. This is tethered to your smartphone, and you get all the content from your 5G connection. And Pico's VR glasses employ 90 Hz, 1600 times 1600 display in each eye, 6 degrees of head tracking. And this is cool. Each eye has a 0 to 800 diopter adjustment for focus. So you can see that on this picture here. If you normally have to wear glasses, and if you normally have 0 to 800 diopter, you can simply change that setting for each eye. This is so cool. This is something that I would like to see in any of the upcoming VR headsets for sure. And I tried it. The picture quality is really good. It's better than the Oculus Go in terms of resolution, in terms of screen door effect. Very nice. Everything worked just like a charm. And just think about it. Just think about it. You're going to get this. Wow, thank you so much, Glenn Oberhauser. Thank you so much, Glenn Oberhauser, for $20. Man, thank you so much. And this, every single contribution helps me to run this channel, helps me to make trips like to CES, like the one I did, so I can report for you unbiased and honest. And this is really good. Thank you so much, Glenn. It means a lot to me. So yeah, it's super light. I'm not sure. I think it's 120 grams. I'm not sure if it's here in. Is it here? Here, 120 grams. So you can barely feel it. So think about the following. Think about the following. The carriers, they want this headset in order to sell you 5G contracts. Does it make sense? Yes. Think about the following. Probably you're a fan of the NBA. Probably you're a fan of the NFL. Probably you love soccer. You're in Germany. You like the Bundesliga or the English Premier League or whatever. Then you get your 5G contract, and something like the following could happen. Instead of watching the latest NFL game on your old screen, you put on this headset and you watch the latest NFL game in VR, in 3D, just as if you were in the stadium. Isn't that amazing? And exactly this is what this headset is for. And I think it is pretty amazing. And even though Del Wolfensparger doesn't watch any professional sports, probably there's going to be something else which is interesting. So this is the Pico G3 Light. And S-Video thinks, no, it's not amazing. Well, we can agree to disagree here. I think it's really amazing, and Edgar Lindo also thinks so. And you know what? I would like to get an idea now of what you are thinking. Is this something that you would go for if you, let's say, you have to pay $5 more each month to get this device? Would you go for it if every month for the next 2 years you have to pay an additional $5 for your contract to get this device? Would you do it? Say yes if you would go for it, and say no if you would not go for it. Because this is actually the business model of this device. They want to sell it to carriers, and carriers sell it to you for an additional like $5. Just for you to be able to watch things over 5G. Edgar Lindo, yes. Niall, yes. Pelly, nope. Rudy, yes. Skid Row, maybe. Reckoner, a lot of tech enthusiasts write off 5G. However, although I don't think it's anytime in the next few years, 5G with cloud edge computing is going to make a huge difference for VR and AR. Totally agreed, Reckoner. S-Video is really a salty guy. He thinks it sucks. That is super funny. Dear S-Video, thanks for giving us so much fun here in the stream. Possible? VR gamers, I say yes, my wife says no. Lazarui Christina, Sebastian, what is better, PImax 8K or Vive Cosmos? I can tell you directly, PImax 8KX. VX Skullworks, 5G in Germany in 20 years maybe, if you're not living in a big city. Probably that is a problem. Yeah, well, I'm in Dortmund. I already have 5G here. So that is the Pico G3 Light. Very interesting. Very interesting. Now I want to talk with you about another headset that really has a very similar form factor. And this headset is the Huawei Glass. You can see me here at the Nolo VR stand. So Nolo VR, probably you've heard of them. They are making tracking. They're working on tracking. Like they're bringing 6 degrees of freedom tracking and controllers to headsets that normally don't have 6 degrees of freedom tracking. So they are, for example, bringing the 6 degrees of freedom tracking that I'm trying out here right now to the PImax Artisan that we're going to talk about a bit later in this stream. And here I'm trying out the tracking, and it is pretty good. The Nolo VR Tracking is a front-facing tracking solution, and it does work pretty well. But what I want to talk about with you now, it's Tom Cruise in VR. Exactly, you see him here. What I want to talk about now is the Huawei Glass, and I'm wearing the Huawei Glass here right now. It is another really cool form factor, and it looks like I'm wearing some kind of huge sunglasses, right? But actually I'm wearing a VR headset, and it is again super comfortable. And also here we have a 3K resolution, which looks good. So you can hardly see any screen door effect, and it is really cool to have this kind of picture quality in such a small form factor. Such a small form factor. Isn't that amazing? And the controllers that I'm using here are the Nolo VR controllers, the same controllers that are being used in the PImax Artisan that we're going to talk about later. And it works well. So isn't it amazing that the headset is now, that it has this kind of incredible form factor and looks good. So this is what we will be looking at in the near future. It did not have any kind of IPD adjustment here, but well, for me it worked fine since I have 64 millimeters IPD, so that is quite normal. Yeah, really cool. So for this kind of front-facing things, that works of course fine. Tell us more about the lenses of the Huawei Glass. So I couldn't see any kind of screen door effect, and I also didn't see any kind of God rays. So it was a really nice experience. So normally, just as the Pico G3, it is a 3 degrees of freedom headset, and it can only do 6 degrees of freedom here because of Nolo. Also, this is also being tethered to your phone. And this is where it gets its content from. It's the same thing, 5G mobile phone connection, but here it is tethered to a computer to play Steam VR games, and again Nolo is making that a possibility. And this headset, it costs $420 US. It is not available in the West, it is only available in China, and it would be cool if they would bring this to the West. Look at this now, look at how it looks. Oh, it looks really quite cool, I must say. And what a big difference to the headsets that we are using right now. Wasn't the backpack heavy? Just the boss. I'm only wearing this headset, the backpack, because my personal things are in this backpack. This backpack had nothing to do with the Huawei glasses, and all the content was coming from the laptop that you can see here. So really cool Huawei Glass. And this is the form factor that we're going to. And yeah, really loved it. Really loved it. Okay.
Yeah, so far, like for the front-facing stuff here right now.
Let's go to the next topic then.
I don't have problems. I have no problems whatsoever.
Another small. Wait a moment. Let me find it.
Doing something.
Let me find.
My health here.
Yeah, that's the future. Let me just find it for you guys. One moment.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
So, yeah. Okay, let's
talk about the Panasonic.
Coming close to the headset.
Going to talk about this here, the Panasonic VR glasses. They support HDR and look pretty steampunk. That is what The Verge is saying. Here's a picture and they really look pretty cool, right? They really, really look good. They have their own audio already built in and they have OLED panels. So they have micro OLED panels. They were co-developed by Panasonic and Kolpin. So you cannot see any screen door effect here, and they say that is the problem that plagues most VR hardware, but actually not anymore. There were so many headsets that I actually... Oh, stop the video on the previous tab. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I don't have any sound here, so I don't hear anything here right now. So that's why I didn't see that, but thanks to Reckoner, now you don't hear it anymore. So, yeah, so it has its own audio here, and unfortunately, this is something that is not going to come out. Panasonic is unlikely to ever sell these glasses as a consumer product. Instead, it's pointing to commercial applications that are likely to spring up alongside the rollout of 5G networks. So again, everything, lots of future VR headsets that I saw at the CES 2020 are about 5G networks, and they are all getting their content from the 5G network, like the Panasonic, like the Pico G3 Light, and like the Huawei Glass. So 5G is really, really the big thing. We don't have that yet. I think nobody of us here has a 5G contract right now. And the problem is the carriers, they need to have interesting applications to have 5G, because normally we're quite happy with our 5G connection, right? With what we have right now. But they will use these cool glasses here in order to sell their 5G contracts, and I'm going to be the first to buy it. And Niloman loves the form factor, looks of it. Totally agreed. Totally agreed. Yeah, that's right. So unfortunately, I must tell you that I personally didn't try these glasses, and the reason is that I was only there for 2 days at the expo, and I thought 2 days would be enough, but no, now I know for the next CES I'm going to at least stay there for 3 days, because there's so much stuff. There's really so much stuff that I couldn't make it in 2 days. So next time I know 3 days at least. So guys, if you ever want to go to CES, I can tell you, go for 3 days. So what do you think about the style of the Panasonic VR glasses? Is that something that you would like to wear? Say yes if you like this steampunk style. Say no if you think that doesn't look so good. I personally think they look really, really cool. I think they look really, really cool. Wow. S-Video, no. S-Video hates everything. And Niall, yes. S-Video, what do you like? Tell us. We are we really want to know. What are you into? Skid Row looks like bottles, so no. But if they look like bottles, that's pretty good. Oh, and we have Swedish Globetrotter. Nice. Hi, good to see you here. They look like the guy in Mad Max. S-Video likes young, hot, sexy babes. That makes so much sense. I would totally agree. Probably you could see them through these glasses. Norman Robinson, yes. Push the button, no. Okay. Okay. Good. So these are the small headsets. Very, very cool. I really like them. So let me just find something. Now, the next topic that I want to talk with you about, I want to talk about really, really cool accessory. Let me find that first. And then we're going to look at it together. And you've probably watched it on my channel already. But I want to show you again.
Hi,
and let me
back to CES
probably make this not so loud.
This is MRTV.
Trying to make consumer version, but maybe
So,
Okay, sure. So,
I want to talk with you about this here. The Dexmo Haptic VR gloves. These are so unbelievably cool. Oh my goodness. So these are wireless haptic gloves. And as you cannot tell right now, they have like a force feedback built into them. So depending on whatever you touch in virtual reality, you're going to get the feedback. So I was doing the demo where I was touching different kind of things, like a ball, or there was also a rubber chicken, and it was just incredible. I was like clicking some virtual buttons, and I got the real feedback. I got the real haptic feedback of the things that I was touching. It was fascinating. It was incredibly fascinating to have that kind of haptic feeling, the haptic feeling of really, touching things. So at one moment I was touching a ball, and in the moment when I touched the ball, I couldn't move any further with my hands because the motors, they would like prevent my fingers from moving further. So like right now, I'm touching that ball, two balls, yeah? I was touching these balls and these round-shaped things, and they were there. Think of the possibilities here. It was pretty amazing, and it was really nice. It was really good and unbelievably fascinating. So the whole demos, they were all good. And actually on the CES, there were two haptic gloves. Like the other one was from Tesla suit, but the Tesla suit glove, the black one that looks really cool, actually that is only a prototype. They don't have anything working at all, and that's why they were just showing this prototype that actually didn't work. But this here, the Dexmo glove, it is completely working. Again, it is wireless. It has this Vive tracker, so that you can be tracked in virtual reality. And yeah, now in this demo, I was like squeezing this rubber chicken, and what she could do, she could change how hard this rubber chicken was. So first, the rubber chicken was kind of soft, and yeah, it worked really great. And then she changed the hardness of the rubber chicken, and then it was really hard for me to squeeze the chicken. Yeah. And Niloman says, yank that hard rubber chicken. Wow. That was so amazing. That was unbelievably amazing. And unfortunately, this is not made for us consumers. This is made for the enterprise. And this is really, really unbelievably cool. And this is the future. This is the future of virtual reality, being able to touch the things that you can see in virtual reality. How much does it cost? Well, actually, this is not meant for us. This is for the enterprise, right? And the price has not been disclosed by Dexmo, but they only said it's really out of the price range for us consumers. Okay, now I want to show you something really, really unbelievably amazing.
Oh my God, this feels so good.
Something incredible.
Right now, I had some. There were some virtual buttons. Or you can think of it like.
Have a look at this. See what I have here in the MRTV headquarters. It is.
Buttons that you can press down, and then I press down.
Let me open this really slow.
On the left, or where am I? Yeah. Okay. I press down. When I press the button down.
The Dexmo VR gloves.
There was no more resistance.
Oh my goodness. I have the Dexmo VR Haptic gloves in the MRTV headquarters. Isn't that amazing?
Really impressive stuff. I can just
Isn't that unbelievably amazing? Boom! Here it is. Here it is, the Dexmo VR gloves in the MRTV headquarters. And I can tell you that MRTV is the only YouTube channel that has them. Actually, MRTV is the only media outlet that has them. MRTV is the only media outlet in the whole world that has them. the MRTV headquarters is the only place where you can try them. Oh my goodness, this is really unbelievably amazing. So I'm really, really happy to be able to tell you that if you come to the MRTV experience to Dortmund, you will be able to check out the Dexmo VR gloves yourself. And you will be able to do that in virtual reality together with the PImax 5K Plus or the PImax 8KX once it is in the MRTV headquarters. Isn't that amazing? I think it's super, super amazing. And I was really, really surprised by that. I was so surprised by this. So I did have contact with Dexter Robotics before, and they were actually thinking about doing something like a one-time event where they would come with the gloves to the MRTV headquarters, where they would invite some journalists and where they could show this. And that's what I was thinking. I'm going to talk with them about, that we're going to have this one event at the MRTV headquarters. But then, sorry, you had sound of YouTube again. Thank you. So now you should only hear me, right? I should do this show with headphones on so I can hear what I'm telling you. Now it's better, right? Okay, so actually I was thinking we're going to talk about having this event at the MRTV headquarters, but then when I met the representative of Dexter Robotics, she told me actually they had changed their minds and they want to lend them to me. They want to borrow them to me. So this is not an expensive gift for me to tell you, hey, they are great. No, this is for me to have it here in the MRTV headquarters and to show it to the people that come to the MRTV experience, to show it to the people who watch this channel, so people will have a better idea what they can do. And yeah, well, if you come to Dortmund now, if you come to the MRTV experience, you will be able to check that out yourself. You will be able to check out how cool it is to be able to touch things in virtual reality. That is truly the next level. And yeah, it is amazing. It is truly good, and I'm really happy that I have them here. So if you would like to check them out in person, you can book a slot here at mrtvexperience.com. Yeah, when do I have to give them back? They will be here in the next half year for sure. Then we're going to talk about if we want to prolong that, and then I will give them back. And Digital TV Network has booked a slot. Amazing, Digital TV Network. So we can try them out together. Again, super happy to be the only media outlet worldwide, that has haptic gloves to try out. The Dexmo VR gloves. Wow. This is truly exciting, and I'm very much looking forward to show this to you. So, yes, I do have something to try in VR with it, of course. And Reckner, if I didn't have 2 kids, a wife, a dog, a cat, and a rabbit, then I'd be there. Dear Gary, you must find some time. You can bring the wife. And Vizi, I'll be in Dresden soon. Might have to make the trip over. I think so. I think you might have to do the trip. When am I going to make another Boneworks stream? Not sure yet. Will you have an MRTV party at 30K subs? I will definitely do something. So we are very close to 30,000 subs. Isn't that amazing? 30,000 subs. It has been a long road to this place, to 30,000 subs. And you know what? I'm really, really proud of 30,000 real subscribers. These subscribers have not been bought by a big company. These subscribers are real. And I know it's, you know what? I know it's slower, like the way I do it. This way of giving you these unbiased and honest reviews, being independent, not being supported by a big headset company. I know it's harder to get the subscribers. That's the reason I don't have 100,000 or more subscribers. But you know what? It's totally fine for me, because this community is real. You guys know exactly that you can trust this channel, and you know what? I'm super happy about 30,000 real subscribers. Yeah. So on the road to 30,000 subscribers, amazing. Very happy about this. I think we are at 29,100, and please do tell people about it. Do tell people about MRTV. If somebody wants to know about VR, tell them they can go to MRTV and they can get all the good reviews and unbiased and honest reviews here. All right. So now, having told you this good news about Dexmo and the Dexmo gloves, I think it's time to go to the next topic. And by the way, as video, how old are you? Are you like 10 years old? Because what you write here, it is just like, you seem to be like a little kid. So behave yourself, or I must unfortunately kick you off this channel. All right? So now let's go to the next channel, and we have Kevin Ang here. Kevin Ang, my own cousin. Kevin Ang, how are you doing? Everything okay with you in Frankfurt? Okay. Okay, S-Video, no problem. You can stay here. If you can just normally talk with us, you will be good. If not, you're gonna go away. Okay. Kevin Ang. Yes, Kevin, when are you going to start your own YouTube channel? You will get lots of people visiting because of the Ang fame. Kevin, you need to try these gloves. Come back. Come to Dortmund. Okay, let's talk about the next topic here. And the next topic that I want to talk with you about is another cool accessory. Another really, really cool accessory that is pretty exciting. Let me start the video. And let me I'll just get rid of the sound altogether. And here it is. We're going to talk about YAW VR. We're going to talk about YAW VR. This is a 3 degrees of freedom motion controller. No, not motion controller, a motion seat. Where you sit in this kind of, how would you call that? Like a ball, like half a ball, a saucer? Or what is this? How would you call this thing? A saucer? I'm sitting in it anyways. And this thing is going to move according to what you experience in VR. A bowl, yeah, or a half dome, that's right. A bowl or a half dome. A bowl. Let's stick with bowl. And this is a half bowl. You're sitting in it, and it can be rotated. It can be rolled. The yaw is 360 degrees, and it can change how you sit in it. You will see it. You will see it in a moment. It is very, very exciting. This is going to set you back 1,500 euros in the basic edition and 2,000 euros in the Pro Edition. I'm sitting here in the Pro Edition one. And the difference for the Pro Edition one is that you have this headrest here, that you don't have it with the basic version. The basic version is here in the background. Can you see that? And it also has stronger motors here in the base of the thing. But he told me, the maker of the yaw told me that actually here it starts. Look at this. I'm going up now. I'm going up now in the roller coaster, and it changed. So now I'm feeling a bit like I'm going up, and it really felt so real. It felt so cool. And now have a look at my face when I'm going down. So this was already good, right? And now see the action when it's going down. Oh my God. I was so excited. I was really, really excited about it. I didn't expect this to be so good. This was really, really, really good. This was, wow. I was really impressed of how good this was. I mean, I'm sitting in a bowl, right? I'm sitting in a bowl, and and it worked just so fine. And yes, it looks probably not comfortable sitting in a bowl, but this is the most comfortable bowl that I've ever sit in. And Kevin, does it come with a fan? No, it does not come with a fan, but it should be pretty simple to set up this fan. And the fan, it really helped. And here, look at this. I was fascinated. And I'm telling them now, wow, could you see that? I was really, really impressed by this device. And I think that 1,500 euros is not too expensive for this thing. It will fit into your room. You will be able to play DCS in this. You will be able to play Elite Dangerous in this, and you will really get this kind of feedback that you will need to be more immersed into this thing. You will feel way more immersion than before. And yeah, I know $1,500 euros is of course quite lots of money, but what you get here, immersion-wise, so amazing. And it will work up to 110 kilograms. So digital TV network, your weight is 96 kilos, does it work? I'm also above 90 kilograms, and it really worked great for me. They said it will work under 120 kilograms. If you are under 100 kilograms, then it's going to work. But if you're above 120 kilograms, then it's not going to work. So good. So good. So the Pro version, again, it will give you that backrest that you have here, and also it's going to give you stronger motor. So yeah. Is it safe? Yeah, I suppose it is safe. They didn't tell me of any kind of hazards that you might have. And I'm 187 centimeters tall, so quite tall, and I didn't have any problems with my size. So cool, really cool. And I can tell you, I can recommend this. I can recommend this YAW VR to you. I think for 1,500 euros, you're getting a very cool device that will give you even more immersion in your flight sims, in your racing games, and yeah, it's cool. It's for Steam VR games. That's right, Planet VR. This is made for Steam VR games. So Reckoner VR, what do you think? Is that something that you would buy? What do you think about the price? What do you think, Gary? Would you go for this? How much did this help with motion sickness? That's a really good point. Okay, let me tell you. If I would have played this scooter, I'd buy, but it's a little bit too much, says Gary. I would, if I played this roller coaster without this, I would have felt sick. Because the motions, you don't feel them in your body, right? But because I was sitting on that YAW VR, I didn't have this problem at all. So it was fantastic. And it really felt like I am in this roller coaster. So well done. It's a really, really cool accessory. And yeah, if you are into simulations, if you are into DCS, if you are into racing games, and so on and so forth, I believe that this is a great device. Let me just check out another video. Oh, I want to find the video where they use this for racing game. Just want to show you how that looks like if you play this in a racing game. So let me show you how that looks. So now they're using it in this racing game. And it looks pretty amazing too. What do you think? What do you think? Looks pretty amazing too for racing games, right? So when you're braking, it's going to bring you forward just as if the G-forces are working on you. So unfortunately, I couldn't try this out with a racing game, but this looks pretty amazing. And I believe I would have big fun with this device. And I hope to have this at the MRTV headquarters, I will definitely get in touch with YAW VR. I would definitely love to have that. And hopefully I can have this at the MRTV headquarters as well. Yes, about the wires, of course, this might be a problem. And probably it would be great to have a wireless headset for sure, right? And or some kind of cable management. But yeah, I would definitely love to try this here at the MRTV headquarters. Going to get in touch with YAW and see if they can supply the MRTV experience with one. That would be so amazing. So I think that was really one of the really cool things. So I would like to ask you, would you buy this for 1,500 euros? Please do let me know. Would you buy that for 1,500 euros? Say yes if you would do so. Say no if you think that is too expensive. You wouldn't want to do that. So, Vizzy says yes, S Video says no, Brett says no. Probably if you say no, please also let me know why no. Too niche and too expensive, says Niloman. Peter Good says yes, fiber optic no, Ludix no. Unfortunately no, says Reckoner. Ludix says he will build one. That is good too. That is good too. Yeah, Digital Network, 173 viewers. Yes, 174. You're raising the audience. Great content. Yeah, thank you. Really glad that you love my content. And again, by the way, if you like this content and if you want to support me giving you this unbiased and honest reviews, unbiased and honest reporting, and yeah, going to CES and so on, I can only do that with your support. So I would be really happy if you join the MRTV Elite at http://mrtvelite.com. Join the Patreon with only $3. You get more content, you get behind the scenes information, and it would be amazing. And of course, I would be also glad if you would send over a super chat or send over a donation. The best way to send over a donation is via Tipeee stream. The link is down in the description below. The reason for that is that if you send a super chat, YouTube will keep 30% of that money. And if you send your donation via Tipeee stream, this is not going to happen. Most of it is going to come to the MRTV headquarters. So we'd be really glad if you use Tipeee stream to send over your donations. And if you love the content, if you want to support me being able to do this channel, being able to go to CES for you, I would be glad if you would send over a donation. Yeah, that has to be said, right? That is something really important. And yeah. Thank you for every single super chat. Every single dollar counts. And I'll be really grateful about every single donation. Okay. Before we get to the next topic, I think now we're going to talk about the PImax Artisan and all the other PImax things that we saw there. And before we do that, I'm going to have a little toilet break again. But before I do so, let me show you something behind the scenes that I have not shown you, in the live streams. And that is behind the scenes. That's Kevin Henderson showing me the new eye tracking module. So the eye tracking module of the PImax headsets, it's finished, it's done. And I've seen it behind the scenes, and you're going to see it now for the first time. Enjoy.
lenses. Okay. And then there's the pickups. Yep. Nice.
So, I'm back. Thank you. You got cold yogurt for $1.99. Thank you so much for your contribution and awesome CES coverage, you say. Very nice. Yeah, my flush works great. Test, test. Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Okay. Yeah, so what you just saw there, that was the eye tracking module of the PImax module of the PImax headsets. Okay, now it's time to talk about the PImax headsets. And let's start with the PImax Artisan, or how we lovingly call it, the PImax Parmesan. So, what is the PImax Parmesan? So, the PImax Parmesan is the new entry-level headset. The new entry-level headset from PImax. I was actually... Oh yeah, with sound. Okay, we can watch it later again. So, I was telling you about the PImax Parmesan before, right? Like around Christmas time, suddenly there was this new headset on the website with all the Christmas decoration, and it has this price tag $49, and nobody knew what was going on. And yeah, I was very skeptical about the PImax Parmesan. I must tell you, I was super skeptical about it. And I was looking forward to try it myself in Las Vegas at the CES. So when I went there, in my thoughts, I thought like, okay, it is cheaper than the 5K Plus. The PImax Parmesan costs like $494. It has less of a field of view than the 5K Plus. It has a bit a lower resolution than the PImax 5K Plus. So I was really sure that that is not going to be good. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Niloman, for €3. Do you also read messages from Tippy? Think you missed the one from JE. Oh, I did miss the one from JE. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, JE. We pay for Netflix, Sky, coffee, and God knows what else. Support this channel with a little donation. Love the work. Support the work. Thank you so much, JE. I really did miss that. Wow. Thank you so much, JE. Thank you so much, Niloman. And thank you so much, Pally, for €5. Great CES content. Keep it up, fella. Thank you so much. With your contributions, I can keep up doing this, giving you unbiased and honest reviews. So MRTV is the channel for unbiased and honest reviews that you can trust. This is what I want MRTV to be known for. Cheers. And Swedish Globetrotter, have you stopped drinking beer? Of course not. Oh yeah, I did, because everything is empty already. And let me open another bottle. Adult beverages on MRTV. Cheers. This channel is still an adult channel. This channel is still not politically correct, but I think you don't care, right? Cheers. Brand, do you get many people from the USA to your office? Actually, no. Most of them are Germans. And Kevin Ang, my own cousin, is sending over €5. Kevin, amazing. You're looking forward to try the gloves, right? You want to get a free appointment here. I'm kidding, man. Thank you so much, Kevin, for your €5. So, cheers. Let's talk about the PImax Artisan. So, I was going there. I was going to Las Vegas with low expectations about the PImax Parmesan. I was going there with real low expectations. Then I tried it. I tried the PImax Parmesan, and I must tell you guys, I was wrong. I was wrong about the PImax Parmesan. The PImax Parmesan is a winner. The PImax Parmesan is really, really good. Oh my goodness, for $449. For $449, you get a really, really nice headset. Thank you, Przemek, for your €1. Thank you so much. Yes, the PImax Parmesan. No, it's the PImax Artisan, of course. The PImax Parmesan is how we lovingly call it. The MRTV subscribers lovingly call the PImax Artisan the PImax Parmesan. So, the PImax Parmesan really, really surprised me a lot. So, why did the PImax Artisan surprise me? First of all, this thing looks better than the PImax 5K Plus. Now, that is crazy, right? Yes, the PImax Artisan looks better than the 5K Plus. And that was truly, truly surprising to me, right? Because the PImax 5K Plus is more expensive. And so I thought like, hey, the picture looks better than on the PImax 5K Plus. Wow. So how does it look better? First of all, the colors. You know the colors of the PImax 5K Plus. They are quite okay. But the black values are, yeah, it's a bit grayish and the colors don't really pop. So, yeah, the colors of the PImax Artisan are better. The colors on the PImax Artisan are better than on the PImax 5K Plus. It is really, really surprising. I was so surprised when I put it on. Well, you saw it probably, right? You probably saw me put that on for the first time. So why don't I just show you the video when I try the PImax Parmesan for the first time. Let me just find it. Let me find my video. And then let me tell you more about the PImax Parmesan. The PImax Artisan shall now be officially called the PImax Parmesan for all the MRTV subscribers. Let me find my video and yeah, I'm going to tell you all about the PImax Parmesan in a moment. Wait a moment. And thank you so much, Reckoner. Thank you so much, Reckoner. What is your favorite VR podcast? Now VR Roundtable has ended, of course. There's a lot of good ones out there. So I would say I really love Rendered Reality. Those guys, I really like them. I would love to co-work with them somehow. So Rendered Reality is something that I can really recommend to you guys. Let me find my Parmesan video. I want to give you my first reactions when I was using the Parmesan for the first time. wait a moment. Here, trying out the Parmesan live. Here it is. Let me just play it in the background when I tell you why I like the PImax Parmesan so much. Okay. Yeah, so we have great colors. We have really, really good colors with the PImax Parmesan. Really good, really good. And better than better than the PImax 5K Plus, the colors. Then I was also looking at the screen door effect. And also, I really had the feeling that I see more screen door effect with the PImax 5K Plus as opposed to the PImax Parmesan. It was just so interesting to see that. Do you want sound with that video now? Or do you want me talking over it? Probably when I have my first reaction, I can put the sound. Probably we can watch my first reaction together. What do you think? First reaction coming up now. But unfortunately, I cannot hear myself now. Wait,
Okay,
you know what?
so
Let me put on the headphones. This is my first reaction now with the PImax Parmesan.
You're here. First of all, I can tell you, as what the comfort is concerned, this seems to have the same kind of comfort kit like the other headsets, like the PImax 8KX and the PImax 8K Plus. So as what comfort is concerned, this feels really good. This feels really good, like the faceplate. This is nice. And for the FOV is way bigger than what I see, what I know from the Valve Index. It's very comparable to what I can tell from the PImax 5K Plus and the other PImax headsets in normal mode. So I think you can compare this to the normal mode, normal FOV mode of the other PImax headsets. And yeah, it's good. Actually, this is really impressive. This is really impressive. And I'm also trying to find out now about the visual quality. Okay, everything is. It's not bad. Yeah, I can tell you this does not look better. This does not look worse than the PImax 5K Plus.
Actually, I think even better.
Actually, this is pretty impressive in terms of visual quality. Okay. I'm trying to have a look at the distortions. Okay, you still have a bit of distortion in your outer peripheral vision, just like you have with the other PImax headsets. But honestly speaking, it's very minimal. I don't think this is going to be a turn-off for people. Looks cool. It looks good. Yeah, I would say this is probably very comparable to the PImax 5K Plus. It does not look worse than the PImax 5K Plus, I would say. Okay, I would need an A/B comparison, but actually now I'm in a very dark scene now. The darks look pretty good, and yeah, wow.
Okay, guys, I just want to let you know that actually I also spoke with Survivor about the comparison 5K Plus versus PImax Parmesan. And he also thinks, just like me, that the PImax Parmesan actually looks better than the 8K, than the 5K Plus.
The colors look good too, as far as I can tell. So for $449, this seems to be a pretty good offering. I mean, especially if you would upgrade from the HTC Vive or the Vive Pro. Okay, cool. I'm surprised, I must say. I'm quite surprised to see this like this. I would love to try out their audio solution for the PImax Artisan, but they don't have it here right now. Or I don't know why they don't have it now for me. So the visual quality is way better than the Rift S. It's way better than the Oculus Quest. Would I say it's better than the Index though? Probably I would say that the visual quality is very comparable to the Valve Index, but on a bigger FOV.
So this is crazy, right? We have like a picture quality which is on par with the Valve Index, but with a bigger FOV for $449. So I must really say I was wrong about the PImax Parmesan when I heard about it first, and so I'm really happy that I went to Las Vegas to check it out. But let's keep on seeing my very first impressions.
Which is actually pretty amazing. And you're watching my first try now, my very first try with the Artisan. Okay, let's see some action now. Fruit Ninja. Okay. This is surprisingly good. Okay, yeah. I couldn't see God rays now, but this is actually, it was a dark scene. I think, no, probably I have to get much closer to the thing. Okay, I would say like, wow, I couldn't see God rays now. So I think it's actually, let me go back into it.
And this is something that I can confirm. The God ray situation is way better than on the Valve Index. And that is pretty amazing. What do you think? Is this something that's important for you, the God rays?
So we do have some bright things here now on a dark background. Okay, so this is something really good that I can say about this device now. I couldn't really see glare or God rays, so this seems to be way better in terms of God rays than the Valve Index, which is a cool thing. Actually, I'm really positively surprised about the Artisan here. I would love to try out the Nolo tracking for this, but if you have the Lighthouse base stations, if you have controllers, I think this is a very nice upgrade option for your Vive or for your Vive Pro. Tracking was perfect because now I'm using the Lighthouse tracking. So yeah, cool, very impressive for this price, $449. Bigger FOV than the Index. The picture quality was really nice. No glare that I could see. Wow, and comfortable. So I hope that PImax can actually ship them out as soon as possible. When will this come to Amazon? I don't know. I would have to ask them. I will ask them later. I'm going to interview the PImax CEO probably in a moment. So definitely stay tuned. Distortion-wise, there was not a lot. a bit on the artificial vision, but actually really it's really neglectable, I would say. Yeah, cool. Okay, so this is my live first impression that you're seeing here, my very first live impression of the PImax Artisan. Actually, I'm positively surprised. Didn't think that it would be so good, especially the display. Actually, wow, it doesn't look worse than the 5K Plus. Probably even a bit better. But for this, I would need an A/B comparison. But in terms of colors, my first impression now is that it has better colors than the 5K Plus. And better darks and more popping visuals. So congratulations to PImax. This looks really good. Okay, that's it for my very first impression of the PImax Artisan. I'm going to try to get an interview with Robin Weng, who is the CEO of PImax, soon, and ask him lots of questions. And if you have any questions during the live question and answer with Robin, if he is okay to interview him, you can also ask your questions. And I'm looking forward to do this live. And my dear friends, please share this video.
Yeah, so this was my first impressions of the PImax Parmesan when I was trying it for the first time. And again, yes, this is a winner. For $449, you get a headset that has really a very nice picture. Very comparable with the Valve Index. You don't have any God rays. That's better as compared to the Valve Index. You have a better field of view. Way better field of view. So you have like 170 degrees FOV as compared to 135 for the Valve Index, and you do see the difference. You have 120 Hertz, which for me is absolutely good enough. So I must say I'm really surprised by the PImax Parmesan, and I can't quite understand why the PImax 5K Plus is still out there to be purchased, because this device is cheaper and it's better. So yes, it does not have this super huge FOV mode like the PImax 5K Plus has, this 200 degrees FOV, but I don't care. I normally always play with the normal field of view mode, those 170 degrees. And this is still available here with the PImax Parmesan. And distortion is really, really low as well. And I'm telling you, if you use this headset, you're not going to say, oh, there's distortion. You're going to say, wow, this looks unbelievably good for $449. This has great colors. This is comfortable because you have this Vision Comfort Kit. It is really, really a surprise. And again, I must say, I was wrong. I was wrong when I laughed about the PImax Parmesan in my streams before. This really was my big surprise of CES 2020. And wow, we have more than 200 people watching this. This is truly amazing. Hello to all the people who are watching this live right now. Really happy to have you here in the stream, and I do hope that you enjoy MRTV for unbiased and honest reviews that are not bought by the industry. Nice, really nice. PImax Parmesan, wow. PImax Parmesan. Who thought that this would be such a good headset? So for $449, let's have a look at the website. Let's have a look at the Parmesan website right now. Wait a moment, let me just get rid of this and let's have a look at the PImax Parmesan website. Yeah, some other headset that you don't have to worry about. Where's the PImax Parmesan now? Here, right? But how to get there now? Here it is. New arrival. $449. PImax Parmesan. Choose a set. Okay, so now let me tell you about the different sets that they have. So they have the $449 set, the Vision Artisan headset only. So for $449, you get the Vision Artisan headset only, this which looks like this here. So this has lighthouse tracking. If you had an HTC Vive before, you can go for this set because your old base stations are going to work. Yes, they are going to work. And also your Vive wands are going to work. Or if you already have the Valve Index controllers, they're going to work with this because lighthouse tracking is built into this headset. So this is a great solution for everyone who already has the Vive base stations. What you're lacking here right now is an audio solution. So you will have to use your own headset because this does not come with an audio solution. So then we have the $579 Vision Artisan Parmesan. They have made an error here. They wrote Artisan. So the Vision Parmesan with Nolo CV1 controller and motion tracking kit. So what does this mean? So this means if you do not have the lighthouse base stations at home, could be, right? Probably you're just starting out with VR and you don't have the lighthouse stations from Valve, then this is your next best solution here. You will get the Nolo VR Tracking. And this is a solution that I've tested out at the CES 2020 as well. And again, I went to the CES 2020 and I thought like, okay, Nolo VR tracking should be pretty subpar, should be pretty bad. But then I tried it out. I tried it out at the CES and I thought like, yes, the tracking is pretty good. Actually, why don't we have a look at my own footage of me trying out the Nolo VR Tracking. So give me a moment to find my own video about Nolo VR Tracking. You have just seen a bit of it when we talked about the Huawei Glass, but let's have a look again. Because I think that's important for people who don't have the Valve base stations. For people who don't have the Valve base stations, let's have a look at me trying out the Nolo VR Tracking. So I truly tried out the most important stuff at CES 2020. And okay, here's some advertisement. Hi and welcome back here from CES 2020 from Las Vegas. There, I've just... Okay. Can they still see me? They can still see me. It's okay. We're good. Trying out Nolo VR Tracking. Let's find out if it's really as bad as you thought.
Yeah, there's two controllers, and I just... Okay.
And the PImax Parmesan $579 kit is also going to come with these controllers, the Nolo VR controllers that I'm using here right now. They are kind of small, and they have a trackpad, and they are okay. Let's say they are okay.
This thing is not. It should be. I should have more space here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's have a look. Where's the base station? Is in front of me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in front of you, basically.
So this is some kind of a front-facing tracking. So let's see how the tracking works here.
I'm going to try out FPS games, and I'm also here.
Okay.
I'm also trying this here, which doesn't work on the Cosmos.
Do we have to do some calibration for this, or?
Oh, you want to do the calibration?
Probably yes.
Yeah. We normally you look forward.
Yeah.
And that will be, sorry. Yeah. That's it.
Okay. So I'm going to try beginner 2 minutes class. Oh, well, actually I'm not a beginner. I'm way better. Yeah.
So here I'm
trying the Nolo tracking with Box VR.
Box
here.
VR. So have a look at the tracking.
Okay. Yeah, so far so good actually. So far, the tracking is pretty accurate. I can play Box VR without any problems. Yeah, of course, this is a perfect game for them to show off since something's coming from the front. And again, this is front-facing VR. If I'm going to turn around now, these controllers won't be tracked anymore. So you can very much compare it with the PlayStation VR or with the Oculus CV1 having one base station in front of you. So, okay. I'm 30 seconds down, still 6 more, but I'm not going to show you. Basically what I want to try now, I want to try more situations of tracking. So for this kind of front-facing things, that works of course fine. But again, just like PSVR, you need to stick to standing in front of your one base station. I'm going to show you the Nolo base station in a moment. But like just playing like this, actually, yeah, that works really well. So I think for front-facing games, if you have games like Beat Saber or like Box VR, where you actually like looking into one direction, I think you will be fine. So here, yeah, okay, this works also fine. I'm just imagining how it would be if you would be playing like this kind of first-person shooters. And occlusion, it's better than the Vive Cosmos, but that doesn't mean a lot. But it is better than the Vive Cosmos, so you would be able to aim like this if you were playing this kind of game. But you cannot go too far. Like now, it should stop to track. Oh, it's still tracking, but not good anymore because now I'm facing away from the base station. So from here, if I do, yeah, here everything is pretty good. Yeah. So I believe you get a workable solution. The controllers are, yeah, they have a feature parity with the Vive wands, and yeah, that is okay. That is okay. So this should be compatible with your VR games that you're playing here. Yeah, so far, like for the front-facing stuff here right now, I don't have problems. I have no problems whatsoever, I would say. I'm even doing something for my health here. Okay. Cool. So, yeah. Okay, let's see if I'm coming close to the headset. It is no problem because the tracking doesn't come. It's not being done by some optics, right? So, yeah, it's a workable solution. But again, if you are turning away, then it's gone. So, it's a front-facing tracking solution. Okay, cool.
Okay, so this was my test of the Nolo VR Tracking. So everyone who says, oh, Nolo VR Tracking is so bad, it's not true. I tried it myself, and before I also thought like, oh, Nolo Tracking is kind of bad, but actually it is really not. It is really not bad, and I was quite surprised by how good the Nolo Tracking is when you're facing it right directly in your front. Yeah. So again, here is the price. You can get this really amazing wide FOV with a great picture, a picture that is very comparable to the picture that you get with the Valve Index for $579 together with this Nolo CV1 control and motion tracking kit. So this tracking solution, again, it is not bad. It is really not bad. it is something that I could play with, especially if you're playing front-facing games. Let's say you're playing Beat Saber, or you're playing simulations, you're playing Project Cars or whatsoever. This will be totally fine for you. And to have this for $579 is pretty amazing. This is pretty good. And for this price, you will even have the headphones. The PImax 4K headphones will be in this package. So for $579, you get everything that you need to start. And now let me tell you something interesting. Let me tell you something really interesting. Yes, the Parmesan does have a gyroscope, by the way. Let me tell you something pretty good. And the thing is, this $579 Parmesan kit with the Nolo controller, it still has the lighthouse sensors. It still has the lighthouse sensors. So if in the future you want to upgrade this to perfect lighthouse tracking, you can. So you only need the base stations, the Valve Lighthouse base stations, either 1.0 or 2.0, and then you have the perfect lighthouse tracking. So you have this beautiful upgrade path. So at this moment, it's super tough to get the base stations, right? Because they're sold out. So, okay, you can start with the Vision Parmesan $579 kit with a Nolo CV1 control and motion tracking, and later you can upgrade to the lighthouse tracking once you get hold of the base stations. And I truly believe that this is a pretty exciting price and a pretty exciting headset. And I was truly surprised by seeing that. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? And would you say that $579 is pretty amazing for this Parmesan with the Nolo CV1 being able to upgrade it to Lighthouse later? Say yes. If you think no, say no, and please let me know why you don't think that this is a pretty good offer. Of course, whenever I recommend something like PImax, I always have to let you know. I have to tell you that there's still problems with the PImax support, right? It's still not good enough. They still have to work on this. They still have to work on lots of things. But just talking about this price, talking about the tech, I think it's a great deal. I think it's a really, really great deal. And I think lots of people are going to go for the PImax Parmesan. Yeah, very, very good offer, says Pally. I would think so too. And yeah, so this is really, I think they really have a winner here on their hands. They have a really, really nice headset, a real winner. So that is compatible with all the Steam VR games. This is compatible with the Oculus games, thanks to their Pi tool, right? And this is also compatible with all the upgrade modules. So if you want to have eye tracking, you can get the eye tracking module. If you want hand tracking, you can have the hand tracking module. This is going to be compatible with all the modules. And once the wireless kit comes out, and it's going to happen in this year, you can even make this wireless. So I must really, really say, PImax, I was wrong with making fun about the PImax Parmesan. You have a friggin' winner on your hand. Yes, so now let's talk about, you also think so. VR Gamer says, yep, Artisan, you were wrong there. You should say Parmesan. VR Gamer says, yep, Parmesan looks very nice, to be honest. So now let's talk about the third package. The third Parmesan package. So the third Parmesan package cost $978 US. And what is it? It's the Vision Parmesan, the Vision Parmesan with the Valve Index controllers and the base station. And let me tell you something really funny now. Valve itself cannot sell you the Valve Index controllers or the base stations anymore. The only company that can sell you Valve Index controller and the base stations right now is PImax. Isn't it unbelievably funny? So I can tell you why this is the case. PImax has bought thousands of Valve Index controllers and base stations for their own backers and for their own customers. So they have just, I don't want to tell you the exact number, I know the exact number, but I can tell you that PImax has bought thousands of Valve Index controllers and base stations. And Valve itself, they have delivered them. PImax has these thousands of Valve Index controllers and base stations. And Valve themselves, they don't have them right now. They're sold out. So the only place where you can buy Valve Index controllers and base stations right now is PImax. Isn't that funny? That is super, super funny. So if you go for the Vision Parmesan complete kit here, you're going to get this headset, which is really cool. Together, you're going to get the Valve Index controllers, and you're going to get the Valve Base Station 2.0, and you're going to get Half-Life Alyx. This is pretty crazy, right? So this is the only place where you can buy the Valve Index controllers right now. And I would say this is a pretty sweet package. If you compare it is still cheaper than the Valve Index complete package, and you get the Valve Index controllers, the base stations, and Half-Life Alyx. So $978, and you can get the full Vision Parmesan kit with the Valve Index controllers and the Valve base stations, and that is pretty interesting. And no audio though, so I'm telling you something. If you buy the Vision Artisan kit with a Nolo CV1 controller, actually you're going to get an audio solution. And you're going to get an audio solution which is pretty good. I'm not sure if they show this here. They should, right? Let me show you that. One moment. They don't show it on their own website. But I know that actually, if you go for the Nolo kit, you're going to get an audio solution. And, okay, let me just find that. Okay, let me find this. Let me find this. You're going to get the audio solution, which looks like this. One moment. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Here. You're going to get this audio solution. This is the PImax 4K. And this is the headset, the audio headset that came with the PImax 4K. And this is a pretty good audio solution. This is something where the strap, it would go through this headset, and they are pretty good. And this is the audio solution that comes with the PImax Parmesan. Should you go for the Vision kit? Should you go for the Vision? Should you go for the Parmesan Nolo kit? And it's strange that it's not on their website, but it comes with this here, and this is pretty good. Yeah. So I'm not sure if it also comes with the full set with the Valve Index controllers, but I think it should. And you know what? What I also think? I also think they should also sell this here. They should also sell the headphones, the 4K headphone. They should also sell this with the Artisan headset only, because lots of people will want to have this. Do you agree with me? If you agree with me, please say yes. Please say yes if you think that they should also sell the PImax 4K audio solution, which is pretty good with the headset only. Or they should just keep it like this and allow you to buy these headsets here, this audio solution, for another $20 or how whatever, or I don't know how expensive it is. They should allow you to buy it separately, right? You agree with me, right? And this solution is not bad, I was told, by people who already own it with the PImax 4K. So I would like to ask here, I would like to ask you guys, is there anyone here who owns the PImax 4K? Please tell us if somebody's here who has the PImax 4K. Please say, yes, I own them, or yes, I tried them. And Ludix had a 4K. Tell us a bit more about the audio quality. And Ludix says they were very good. Nice. And push the button. They are already shipping it. They are already shipping the Parmesan. And they told me they're shipping it right now already, and they're going to upscale the production after Chinese New Year. And they told me they will be really good with mass production in March and April. So Ludix says actually surprisingly good. It has very good bass. Nice. Yeah, we're going to talk about the 8KX very soon. So audio was fine on the 4K. So this is good news, right? So if you go for the Vision Artisan with Nolo CV1 controller and motion tracking kit, you're going to get the PImax 4K headset. And is it exactly the same? Is it exactly the same headset? Is it exactly the same headset like on the PImax 4K Plus? Yes. And I asked the Pimax people exactly this question, and yes, it is exactly the same thing. So the only thing that they're going to change, they're going to print something else onto the thing. So probably here is going to be a different logo, but it is exactly the same headset. So yeah, I must really say I am positively surprised by this price point, by this headset, and $579. You get a glimpse into the wide FOV world, and it's really nice. And yes, on paper the 5K Plus has a better resolution, but I'm telling you, it looked better. The picture looked better on the Parmesan. And I also asked Sreeviver if he also thinks that the picture looks better on the Parmesan, and he said yes. He also agreed with me that yes, he thinks the Parmesan picture looks better than the picture on the 5K Plus, which is really, really surprising. And yes, the 5K Plus has a wider FOV though, but the 5K Plus large FOV, it really suffers from distortion. Better now, they've done a good job with their software, but still it does suffer from distortion. So this is really good. The Parmesan. The panels on the Parmesan are different to the 5K Plus. These are newer panels, and that's why the picture quality is so nice. The colors are way better on the Parmesan as compared to the 5K Plus. Nobody, and I repeat myself, nobody should buy a 5K Plus at this moment in time. How front heavy is the Parmesan? Asked Ben Stanley. Not front heavy at all. Well, I was using the deluxe audio strap when I tried it, right? So I must try the Parmesan once it arrives here at the MRTV headquarters. And for the official review, probably I'm going to say Artisan. But in my live streams, I will keep on talking about the Parmesan. And Visi has just ordered the Parmesan Nolo kit. Oh my goodness, Visi, congratulations. Damn, I would earn so much in revenue if I was a Pimax employee, right? But I'm not. I'm telling you this because this is my opinion. I was not paid by Pimax at all, zero. And this is my opinion. You know, everything I say on this channel is honest and unbiased and very nice. Yeah, congratulations, VC. This is really, really a good headset, and I'm looking forward to have the final version here, and even even the full package of the Parmesan with the Valve Index controller and the base stations, this is a very cool package, right? Because you get the best controllers, you get the best tracking, and you even get Half-Life Alyx. Yes, I should have a referral code, but I did not follow through with a referral code. Probably I should. But yeah, you know, I'm always telling you guys that there are still problems with PImax, right? There's still problems with PImax. The support is bad right now. The support is bad, and you don't know when you actually will get the stuff. So far, I didn't feel good about making this referral code, but I will probably make it to earn some money, and yeah, right? Because this, I can really recommend it, but I just hope that PImax will get better at the support. So, Paul P. Jr., is this better than the Index? Now, this is the big question. In terms of audio, no, because there's no audio solution, right? And I must be honest with you, I haven't tried the PImax 4K headsets myself, so I cannot say that. I can tell you that yes, it has a better FOV, and it has a very comparable picture quality. I would say it's on par with the Valve Index in terms of blacks, in terms of how beautiful the colors look like, and also even in terms of the SDE. I would say they are pretty on par for my first impression. Well, I was able to check it now on the CES. I would say, let me take this off actually, I can hear myself better like this. I would say that the picture is pretty much on par with the Valve Index, but I will wait with my final judgment once I have the PImax Parmesan here at the MRTV headquarters. Then I will definitely let you know, but I'm telling you, this is very much on par with the Index in my first impressions. The FOV is better, it's actually pretty amazing. The comfort is really nice thanks to that Vision kit. And yeah, it's an impressive headset for that price. And the Nolo tracking is fine, as you saw in my video. And probably if you want more high-end, probably go with the Vision Artisan with Valve Index controllers and base stations, because PImax is the only company that can sell the Index controllers and the base stations right now. That is so funny, right? Oh yes, this is one big thing. Less God rays. You have less God rays on the PImax Parmesan as compared to the Valve Index. And this is probably for lots of people who would love to have the Valve Index. I love my Valve Index. I truly, truly love my Valve Index. It has the best audio, it has the best tracking, the best controllers, really nice FOV, but the Valve Index has glare, has terrible glare. It has glare that is ridiculous when you have a dark background and some bright thing in the forefront. So that is really, really a problem. So yeah, that is, for people who don't like the Valve Index God rays, the PImax Parmesan might really, really be some interesting option. But again, I must always tell you, at this moment in time, the PImax support is shitty, and that's what I believe. And I still have friends who have put in some tickets, and they did not get their tickets answered. I talked to Robin Weng, and I do believe we have to look into this interview in a moment. I talked to Robin Weng, the CEO of PImax, and I told him that I believe that support is bad, and he told the world that they're going to improve the service. And we're going to have a look at the interview in a moment, because I think that's really interesting to watch it. And now we have 222 people who are watching this live stream live. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. I believe this is a pretty interesting live stream, and we're going to hear Robin Weng, the CEO of PImax, telling us that they're going to make a 24/7 voice hotline with English, German, French, and Japanese. So that is going to be pretty interesting. So let's have a short look before we talk about the 8KX. Let's have a look into my interview with Robin Weng. But before we do so, please, now is the perfect time for you to ask me anything you want to ask about the PImax Parmesan. Now your questions about the PImax Parmesan. Do you have any questions? You can ask your questions now. Does the FOV fill the entire lens of the Parmesan? The FOV is good, really good, 170 degrees. It probably does not fill the whole space of the lenses. That would be the full FOV of the Pimax 5K Plus and so on and so forth. But I can tell you, the FOV of the Parmesan is way better than that of the Index, and it is like the normal one. It is like the normal one of the other headset. VR Legion, how does it taste? Have you tried? No, I have not tried the Pimax Parmesan, but I would suppose that it has a very strong flavor, right? That's probably why it's called Pimax Parmesan. How much better is the 8K Plus compared to the Parmesan? Wow, okay, that's a good question. I have the 8K Plus here, an early model of the 8K Plus, a pre-production model of the 8K Plus, but I have to say the colors of the Pimax Parmesan are better than the colors of the 8K Plus pre-production model that I have here. So yeah, honestly speaking, I really think the Parmesan is pretty good. The resolution is higher than that of the Index. So the resolution of the Index is 1600 times 1440 pixels. The resolution of the Parmesan is 1700 pixels times 1440 pixels. So we have a few more pixels more here at the Pimax Parmesan, but well, we also have a bigger FOV. So the picture is pretty comparable, but once I have the Parmesan here at the office, I will definitely give you A/B comparisons and through the lens comparisons, but it looked good. Screen door effect, no. Very little, like comparable to the Index. Really good, really nice. And Ludik says, I think, just like you, Sebastian, they should get rid of every HMD but the Parmesan and the X. Totally agreed. There's too much Pimax. Why don't they just have the Parmesan and the 8KX? Really, totally agreed. It does work with 1.0 base stations, dear Ben Stanley, but I'm not sure why you said Artisan here. The Parmesan. Oh God, just having fun here. Okay, I think you're done with your questions about the Pimax Parmesan. Now let's talk about the customer service. The customer service of Pimax, which is not good enough. And also let's talk about the many different models that the Pimax is offering. And I had a live interview with Robin Weng, who is the CEO of Pimax. And let's have a look into this interview. And let me directly fast forward to the interesting parts of that interview. I really like this. I really loved this interview because I directly told Robin that I think the support is bad. So let's have a look into this. So Let me find it, and let me find the right. Here it is. So we're going to have a look at the interesting parts of this interview. Let me just forward to the right.
Everything in life is a negotiation.
Okay, one moment.
When you cross the street is a negotiation.
For some from
I must honestly ask you, Robin, don't you think this is a bit too confusing? Is it too many SKUs, too many different PImax versions?
Enjoy.
yeah, we start from the Kickstart version is the AK actually, but the different panel. So our custom different we are different customer type. One maybe some area is different. So so Artisan is mainly for Asia and also for some Eastern European and for 5K Super is high for the short games or other sensitive to the latency. So Huawei developed so much, so many models. I think we try to
Have one headset for every different
different rank of customer. So you different requirement. So but we are then put a different is not a big task for us. Is we just try. The main change is the panel.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. So there are lots of different panels, and you directly put them into your housings, and you have a new model.
Thank you so much, Trevor,
and
for your 10 euros. The
but
support is
honestly,
actually quite fast now.
My
Okay.
advice for you, MRTV advice here live for Robin Weng from PImax. My advice for you is just concentrate on two headsets. That's what I think from my Western kind of view, right? I would say concentrate on the PImax 8KX, which is really amazing, fantastic, and concentrate on the PImax Artisan for the entry level. Because then you will have like two headsets, like one for the entry, and I'm telling you, I didn't see any difference between the PImax Artisan and the PImax 5K Plus. It was just the same, or even better. I thought the PImax Artisan, it even looked better than the PImax 5K Plus.
Yes,
It was better.
difference is the field of
view is a bit.
Did you just hear that? I said the PImax Artisan looks better than the PImax 5K Plus. And Robin Weng here says yes. So even the CEO of PImax, he says the PImax Parmesan looks better than the PImax 5K Plus. But the FOV of the PImax 5K Plus is bigger. That's true, but the Parmesan FOV is already good enough.
Smaller, but it's a bit smaller. But honestly speaking, it was still good enough for me, and I think it's still good enough for lots of people. So I think with having the PImax Artisan and the 5K Plus. And do you still have the XR probably as well? Also, even one more. So I think it would be way easier for the people to understand what you're offering, because now people are too confused.
Yeah, I understand. So our team will be more focused on for the mainstream, like you mentioned, AK flagship model, the entry level.
Yeah.
So we will, I think, priority these two models, and maybe in the future we will more focus on this.
Okay, you should focus on that, and then, in my opinion, build a reputation for these headsets, and then it will be much better. Now it's too confusing, I think. Just to let you know. And then also I would like to talk with you about one issue that lots of people have been mentioning, and this issue is the customer service.
Okay.
So now we talk about the customer service.
Service of PImax right now doesn't seem to be good enough. So there's lots of people who send in tickets, and they have to wait for a very long time to get the tickets answered. And then I've recently also spoken with Kevin Henderson, and I learned that actually all the support now is in Shanghai, and there's no support which is like English speaking, native English speaking, and there's no support like in Germany, for example, German speaking. So I think that's a problem. And what can you, as the CEO, do? What do you think you have to do, and what will you do about it?
For the customer support, I think is main our task in the future. So
Your main task.
yeah, I personally I will take care of this. I will.
You will answer.
Robin Weng told me that he's personally going to take care of this.
The tickets yourself.
And I said, so he's going to personally answer the tickets himself.
But our daily meeting with the team and check all the tickets status, and we saw a lot of we didn't do well in before.
You didn't do well enough.
So we are sorry for this, and but we are aware of this. So
you're aware of this problem.
So we will enhance the team, and currently, we just announced our internal reorganize the team, and we dedicated like five customer care, 5 person to dedicate staff to focus on the tickets. So
And how many did you have before?
really like 2.
Okay, 2
So
people. Now 5.
Yeah, 5. So and also we found another issue is we have different area like North American and also European and also Japan and
So
Korea.
what to do about this?
I think in the upcoming months we'll take 2 steps. One, we'll open worldwide hotline like a voice call.
Voice call?
Yeah, we have a voice call, the phone number in USA.
Right.
And also we will
Who will answer this when you call there? Is it going to be Kevin or another person who's going to answer this?
The voice call is based on the VIP. So
via your website, or how would you call in?
We will announce in our website.
Okay.
So we'll open the voice call, the phone number in Germany.
Okay, in Germany?
And also we have
Very good.
In Japan.
Okay.
So
But will there be a German guy on the phone if you call the German number?
We have team, so maybe.
Okay.
So when the day shift, it's based on the VIP.
I got it. So there's always somebody there 24 hours? Okay.
So the local sport team in US or in Europe, so they can answer first.
Okay.
When they
when they are awake.
they leave, so we can shift to Shanghai team.
Okay, that's good. How about the languages? It will be in English?
I think in Japan was Japanese.
Okay.
So, but Europe maybe multi-language.
Multi-language?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe or for sure?
For sure.
Okay.
I mean, we will support Germany and France and English.
Okay, that's good. Okay. So now live here on the channel, we heard it. There's going to be English, German, and French language support via voice. Just learned it here for the first time from Robin Weng. Thank you. That's good. Good that you must improve this.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
if you want to become a big player in this industry, you need to have better customer service. This is so important.
Yeah, it's so important.
Okay, and I would also really my suggestion. Just 2 models.
Okay. Yeah.
You should really consider it. Too. You have too many models.
Yes, thank you for asking.
Okay. So this was my interview with Robin Weng live from CES 2020. And again, I think it's really interesting what he says there. They are going to have voice support, and it's going to be in Japanese, English, German, and French. So I hope this really happens. If yes, that would be a big improvement, because right now the service really is not good enough. And it seems like they have found this problem already themselves. But I simply thought it would be important to address this issue when I spoke with him. Thank you, Reckoner. Thank you very much. So, now we've talked about quite a lot of things, right? So now, what we're going to do next, we're going to talk about the PImax 8K X. let's talk about the PImax 8KX. Here it is, Vision 8KX, Visual Ecstasy. Dual native 4K displays, maximum fidelity with dual native 4K displays. I had already checked the PImax 8KX in Amsterdam. And at that time, I was pretty blown away by the device. But in Amsterdam, I had only tried the PImax 8KX with one game, which was like a flight simulator, but with no other games. This time, I had the chance to try out the Vision 8KX with, again, the same flight simulator, but also I played Hellsplit Arena, which is a pretty dark game, which was important. And I also played a racing sim, because lots of people, they wanted to see some racing sim action. So I tried it together. I tried the game with Assetto Corsa. And my conclusion about the PImax 8KX is very clear. The PImax 8KX is at the moment the best VR headset for consumers out there, period. And it's really so clear. The picture quality is just amazing. Think about something like the HP Reverb, which has an amazing picture quality, but on the huge FOV, on the really huge FOV. So yes, this is truly good. So that is amazing. Really, you get 4K, the unbelievably amazing 4K resolution on the 8KX on each and every eye of the two that you have. It's native 4K, nothing is upscaled, so it's really good. It is truly good. It's stunning. Yes, Mr. Rutgers also tried it, and he said, I've tried it. It's stunning. It's really stunning. And everyone that I saw there on the PImax booth that had tried it, they were all amazed. They were going out of the thing, and they said, I think lots of people, I overheard saying, this is the best virtual reality that they had ever tried. And I agree with this. So what makes this so good? So yes, it is the resolution. The resolution is amazing. You don't see any more screen door effect, and you see so many details that you couldn't see before, because on the other headset, 8K Plus, PImax 5K Plus, and so on and so forth, they don't have this high resolution, right? Or they have upscaled the resolution to a 4K resolution, but they didn't have the native 4K resolution. And yes, we do get the native 4K resolution here. And we have an RGB full stripe matrix display. So for each of the 4K resolution pixels, we even have 3 subpixels for each of the pixels. So we have so many pixels. That is so amazing. It is stunning. Really, it is stunning. And I'm telling you, every single person who's going to put on the 8KX, the first thing they will think is like, what? This is amazing. And that's how I felt too in Amsterdam, and that's how I felt again here in Las Vegas. And then I also tried the darker games, like I played Hellsplit Arena, and it looked so good. Again, for all the new models, Artisan, 5K Super, 8KX, the panels are way better than what we saw with the 8K and the 5K Plus. Super nice colors, nice darks. The black levels look as good as the one from the Valve Index. That was my first impression. Of course, I'm going to give this a better and more thorough check when I have the 8KX and the Parmesan here in the MRTV headquarters. But yeah, this is truly amazing. And it is stunning. It is stunning what you get for this price of $1,300. And we have one user here called Gorilla Jones. Hi, Gorilla Jones. And Gorilla Jones, he purchased an XTAL. And on all the videos that have to do with PImax, he needs to write that XTAL is way better. And I can tell you, dear Dear Gorilla Jones, you're wrong. You are absolutely wrong with that. I'm sorry, I know you paid lots of money probably, but actually the PImax 8KX is truly amazing for what it offers for the price. And the XTAL, the new generation XTAL with the new 4K screens is really a big improvement over the previous XTAL. And I showed that on my videos, but it is really meant for the enterprise. So the price that you pay there for the XTAL is a price that is really good for the enterprise. And the price of the XTAL, it comes with all the great enterprise support. So if you're an enterprise and you want to have your application running on the XTAL team is really good. They will contact you, they will spend time with you, and that's what you pay for with the 7,000 euros of the XTAL. Yeah, okay. Okay, Gorilla Jones. Then if you're an enterprise, if you have a company, it's going to be amazing. And Marek and his team, they're going to work together with you, and that's what you pay for. And the picture quality is really nice for the XTAL. But as I also mentioned, you still have problems with the scaling. The things look smaller in the XTAL than they actually are. So yeah, simply have a look at your hands the next time in a VR game. You will see it's too small, right? So they're still going to work on it, and I'm sure they're going to solve that problem. They have done great job on solving all the problems that they had before. They had very strong distortions. That is gone now, but the scale is still off, and that is another big advantage of the PImax headsets. For PImax, the scale is right, and to offer the 8KX at $1,300 is really an amazing price point. That is truly amazing. And Gorilla Jones says, I couldn't use PImax, very flimsy. And well, not at all. Not at all. Actually, the new housing and the new modular audio strap is super nice quality. It's very nice quality. So let me show you a picture of the modular audio strap. Oh yes, exactly, Mr. Rodgers. Mr. Rodgers says, I agree. I also tried the XTAL and I prefer the 8KX because the XTAL has a narrow vertical FOV. Again, right. The FOV of the PImax is way better, especially vertically. So yeah, the PImax 8KX is truly an amazing headset. And again, the XTAL is not bad. It's really good for enterprise applications because you get that support from the VR engineers. You get that direct support. The support is way better than from PImax. And if you're an enterprise, if you need a wide FOV headset with a super nice resolution, totally go for the XTAL, the new one. But as a consumer, there's no question, the PImax 8KX is the one to go for. So now I'm going to show you a picture. Let me find my own photos that I took. Okay, Gorilla Jones is looking for AR and VR. That is okay, that is cool, of course. But dear Gorilla Jones, please don't stop to spam all the PImax videos with your XTAL commands. It's not right. Okay, let me show you a picture now of the PImax 8KX that I took myself. Gorilla, no problem. So here, this is the picture that I took of the PImax 8KX and the modular audio strap. As you can tell, we have the new housing, and the new housing, it has this blue color, and actually it's some kind of rubbery material. And this rubbery material is way better than the material that we had with the black PImax headsets. So this material is not going to break. With the first PImax headsets, with the black ones, we did have quite a few problems. right? It was like braking and stuff. But with this here, this is actually the housing of the ruggedized models. And the ruggedized models are really way better. Again, this is some rubbery material. Even if it falls down, probably it's going to jump back up because the material is so good. And also here, the modular audio strap. The modular audio strap also is way better than the model that I saw in VR days in Amsterdam. This is actually already the production model here. So this is the final version and everything looks good. So the quality is very comparable to what you get with the Vive Pro. Really comparable to what you get with the Vive Pro. Super nice and high quality. Something that was lacking from the PImax headsets before. Something that was completely lacking with the PImax headsets before. Now, with the modular audio strap, you get it. So you get the best visual quality. You get a very nice FOV and you get a quality head strap that is very comfortable. And the whole thing, it doesn't weigh very much. The PImax headsets are actually really light. And now you have this light headset with this superb head strap, which will give you lots of balance. So this is, let's say, inspired by the Vive Pro head strap. And it is really good. So this is now the most, this is really the most comfortable headset that I've tried so far. Really, really comfortable, super nice, super light, super great. And the modular audio strap is really good. Let me see if I can answer some questions. Did the Parmesan feel high quality in the same way, or did it feel like the old housing? So it was black. I don't think it had the same rubbery material. So, anyways, the later PImax headsets, they did not break anymore, right? So, anyways, it was not the same rubbery feeling, I think. So this is something that I have to check once I have the Parmesan here in the headquarters. Do you think PImax should move to Silicon Valley? Well, I think they should have more Western employees and they should adopt more of a Western management style for sure. And Knowledge says, I'm glad the Index is out of stock. Was ready to pull out the wallet. May just get the 8KX now. Yeah, guys, if you ask me what is better, 8KX or the Index, for my first impressions right now, and I can still not give you the final answer since I don't have the 8KX here at the headquarters and I have not played for hours with it. But from my first impressions, the PImax 8KX wins over the Valve Index. That is for reasons of more comfort because it's lighter than the Valve Index. That is also for reasons of, in general, the balance feels right. Then especially, of course, the display, the screen, the graphical fidelity, it looks way better than the Valve Index. The 4K resolution makes all the difference. Just think about the HP reverb picture on a big FOV. This is basically what you get here with the PImax 8KX. Really, really incredible. Superb picture quality, great FOV, and they have done a fantastic job with the distortions. When you put on the PImax 5K Plus on large field of view, probably people will first say, hey, okay, these are the distortions, right? But if you put on this, I'm telling you, you're not going to think about the distortions. You will be blown away by the picture and you will be hard pressed to see the distortions because they've done an amazing job of changing up their distortion profiles. So now you have very little distortions here. There's still some, it's still not gone, but it's way better than before. And the reason is they're now using smaller displays and they have redone their distortion profiles, and the new distortion profiles are truly good. Really, really good. So very little distortion, wide FOV, better picture than the Valve Index, better comfort than the Valve Index, and overall really, really an amazing headset. And I can't wait to get the PImax 8KX here into the headquarter and to have people try it out in the MRTV experience, because that's the real test. Normal people trying out the Valve Index and comparing it with the 8KX. And that's what's going to happen here at the MRTV experience, when normal people come here and try out the headsets, and then normally I will do an interview with them. Normally it's in German language on my German channel, because most people that come here are Germans. And normally I would ask them, which is your favorite headset that you tried? And they try all the headsets here in the MRTV experience, right? So this time, I think the final battle will be between the 8KX and the Valve Index. And it's going to be very interesting to see which headsets the people prefer. Wow, super, super interesting. Yeah, so this is the 8KX. So now I've told you about the amazing things about the 8KX. Now I must unfortunately also tell you about the negative thing about the 8KX, because you know this channel is unbiased and honest, and you'll get the best, and you'll get reviews. You get the best XR reviews here on MRTV, and you will not only hear about the positive things, you will also hear about the negative things. And the one negative thing here is, unfortunately, the audio solution. The audio solution is not great. So here, the audio comes from this here, from this part. In this part, you have a speaker, and this speaker, it sends the audio downwards to your ear. So, unfortunately, this here is quite far away from your ear. Probably your ear is here, and the sound comes from here. And the driver, it feels cheap. The driver is not good enough. So first, I thought about this might be very comparable to the Rift S audio. This is what I thought on the first day. On the first day that I tried this, because I only played one game where the audio was actually working, and that game was Hell Split Arena. And the only sounds that you hear in Hell Split Arena are swords that hit each other. So you have this very high-pitched sound of the swords hitting each other, and this is what I heard. And the highs, they sound pretty okay, right? So at that moment in time, I still thought, okay, the audio solution is as good as Rift S. The next day, I tried Assetto Corsa, and then I heard like bass, like the rumble of the motor and the engine, and that simply didn't sound good enough. That really sounded like some cheapish Chinese $10 or $5 speaker. Oh, so sad. So sad to have had to listen to this. So you have this amazing headset, really the best visual quality, the best comfort, and then they put this shitty audio solution there. What a disappointment, I thought. And then, because your ears are completely open, right? You can hear everything in your room. So let's say your girlfriend or your wife, she's watching television while you try to play your game. Come on, you're going to listen to everything that she's listening to as well. This is so sad. This is sad. Oh my God. This is not good enough. So unfortunately, I cannot recommend the audio solution to you. So this is the modular audio strap, right? The modular audio strap. And the good thing is there's going to be an you can upgrade these speakers by buying the deluxe modular audio strap. And this will have normal over your ears speakers which is going to be way better. And Rendered Reality, good to have you here. Rendered Reality is going to go for the deluxe modular audio strap. And yes, Rendered Reality, you are doing the right thing. This is exactly what I would recommend to you. Go for the deluxe version. Go for the deluxe modular audio strap. You might have to wait a bit longer until you get it, but let's have a look. Let's have a look at the store. Okay, you can choose it with the Valve Index controller and base station. Okay, this is cool. Probably you should totally go for it. Go for the Valve Index controller and base stations, because actually only PImax does have them on stock now, the Index controllers and the base station. I talked about this earlier in this stream. Choose a model, standard headphone version. No, do not go for this one. This audio solution sucks. Go for the deluxe headphone version. The deluxe headphone version is only $100 more expensive. It is only $100 more expensive. And this is the one that you want to go for. It will look something like this. So unfortunately, I could not test this out yet, right? So I can't tell you how good it is, but I'm sure, I am 100% sure it's going to be way better than this here. Because this is really not good enough. Yes. $100 seems low to me. If I see this without it, it doesn't have good sound, and then paying $100 more, you will get something that is for sure better. Now, what do I think about the price? $1,928. Of course, this is expensive, but you get the best controllers, the Valve Index controllers, and the 2.0 base stations. And you get the best headset that is out there on the market, the best visual fidelity, true 4K on every eye. You get a super comfortable headset. And if you compare this to Stavia 1, which is more expensive, and to XTAL, which is, well, for the enterprise, this headset is the best VR headset that you can buy now, and you can get it for around $2,000. So I really think that $2,000 is not too expensive for what you get here. This is the very high end. Yes, of course, $2,000 is friggin' expensive. That, of course, but for the people who want to have the best of the best, this is it. And I really hope that PImax can up their game as what support is concerned. And I really hope that they can really deliver this as soon as possible. I was told if you order this right now, you'll get it probably in April or May. So it's still quite some time, but wow, this is an amazing headset. Okay, do you have any questions? Is YAW better than XTAL? YAW is a really nice headset, really, really nice. And they have a really good picture. And actually there's no problem with scale with the YAW. The problem of the XTAL, right? Things are too small in the XTAL. This problem you don't have with YAW. But with YAW, you don't have that huge FOV. So if you're an enterprise, it really depends on what you need. Do you need the big FOV of the XTAL, or do you need a headset that will show the VR in the right scale? So that is definitely the big question. Paul, it don't come with base stations and knuckle controllers. It does come with with the Valve Index controllers and the base stations if you go for the $1,928 bundle. Then it will come with the base stations and the Valve Index controller. Visi, the 2080 Ti isn't even enough for the 8KX. Wrong. This is something that I must also correct here. You will be fine with the 2080 Ti. I was even told that I'm okay with my 1080 Ti, because actually what happens for this kind of, for the 8KX, you don't have to use super sampling. You don't have to upscale the picture because, well, it already has this high resolution, this headset. So you don't have to use super sampling. And with a 2080 Ti, you will be totally fine. So I played Assetto Corsa with a 2080 Ti. Everything was on full detail, and I got 75 Hertz. Oh, this is something important. The PImax 8KX can only do 75 Hertz. I nearly forgot to tell you. So this is the one restriction that you get here for sending this super high resolution picture over to your 8KX, over the display port. So they have maxed out at 75 Hertz. This is something that, yeah, some people might have a problem with. I played it with 75 Hertz and I didn't have any problems at all. And yeah, so this is something that you want to also be aware of, that you only get 75 Hertz. I personally don't have a problem with this. And if you want more Hertz, actually, the PImax 8KX also comes with the 8K Plus built in. So via hardware, you can change this to be an 8K Plus. And then you have the lower resolution, but you're back to 90 Hertz. So this is something that I believe is really important for me to tell you. Skynet says the Artisan solution, Parmesan solution, with base stations and controllers and does seems to be the better option. I really like the PImax Parmesan. It's a really, really cool headset, and it's a really amazing price at $579, everything included. Really good. So let me answer more of your question. What headphones am I using? Right now, I'm using the PlayStation Gold headphones. And actually, I'm also using this, yeah, for some of the VR headsets, because it's a wireless solution and it's a pretty good headset. Actually, now I don't need it anymore. Vision 8K Plus has fixed distortion like the 8KX? Yes. But I would not recommend you to go for the Vision 8K Plus, because for $300 more, you get the 8KX, and it's way more future-proof, right? So you will be unhappy in 1 year from now when you get that better graphics card that you did not go for the 8KX, which is $300 more expensive and has a way better picture. The PC cables, they come with the headset. Any solution to replace the modular audio strap headphones with others? Yes, the deluxe audio strap from PImax, again, which I showed you here, this here. But of course, you can always use your own headphones, right? You just have to make sure that your headphones will fit over the modular audio strap. Yeah, what happened with the XTAL consumer version? I have not heard from them anymore, so I believe it's not going to happen. I believe they concentrate now on the enterprise section, and yeah, well, it's okay. I'll be running the 8KX on a regular 2080. I believe you will be all right, dear rendered reality. And Ann says $2,000. Let's hope you'll get it on time. Let's hope they step up their support, really. For $2,000, that are things you must be able to be sure of. Yeah, I agree, Ann. And they really, really have to get way better with their support. They have to get way, way better with it. And that is always the big but, right? So definitely, I'm now talking about the device. The device itself is truly amazing. The support is not. They have promised they will get better. They will have 24/7 phone support in French, German, English, and Japanese. And yeah, let's see if they really do it. The PImax CEO has told me they're going to do it, right? So let's see if they really do it. But I agree with you. They have to do it. Do all games support the 8KX? Yeah, I don't have problems with any of the Steam VR games, and even most of the Oculus games, they simply work out of the box without revive. It's pretty amazing. And Pally will reserve judgment until he sees Project Cars 2. Do you recommend for sports games comfort-wise? So for sports games, like what? So comfort-wise, yeah, it's good. You can just play anything, I would say. And Gorilla Jones, we'll agree to disagree about scale. Okay, dear Gorilla, watch my video with Marek. Like I told him about the scale, and he even admits that they're still working on it. So Gorilla, of course, you can agree to disagree with me, but even Marek from the VR engineers, the CEO, he says they will still have to work on it. Simply rewatch my interview with him. Okay, what is the PImax eye tracking for? Pointing, navigating with eyes? Yes. Or easing graphical strain on GPU? Also yes, both. So with eye tracking, you can do something like dynamic foveated rendering. So that means only the part that you're looking at will be rendered at a full resolution, and the rest will be rendered with a lower resolution. So that is really amazing. You will definitely ease the graphical strain on the GPU, and then with the 2080 of rendered reality, he will have no problems at all using the 2080 to use the 8KX. How are the Huawei Glass? They are good. You came too late, Janred, here to the stream. Talked about them before. Wow, so many questions. Let me try to catch up with the questions here. Dennis, you says it has the best headset available. You think it beats Valve Index as a whole? I must have it here at the office. My first impressions are, yes, it beats the Valve Index. Not in terms of audio solution yet, but the rest, yes. In terms of company, of course, no. Okay, Sasuke asks, can the standard modular audio strap headset be upgraded to a mass deluxe further along the way? Yes, it can. So even if you buy the version, the modular audio strap now, you can still upgrade it later to be the deluxe audio strap. So this is a good. Push the button says 3 hours stream. Yes, MRTV Live is back. How do you feel about it? Please write it into the chat how you feel about MRTV Live being back. What time is it over there in Germany? It is 2 a.m. in the morning, but you know what? I'm really happy to bring you this long stream. MRTV Live has been offline for quite a while, and I was in Las Vegas, so lots of things to tell you about. That's why the stream takes a bit longer. And of course, again, a little hint, I would be very happy if you support this channel with a super chat, or better, with a donation via Tipeee stream. The link is down in the description below. If you want to support me, if you want to support this channel, giving you unbiased and honest reports, unbiased and honest reviews about VR and AR headsets that are not bought by the industry. Again, this is what I want MRTV to be known about, to give you unbiased and honest reports that are not bought by the industry. If you support this, I would be really glad to receive your support on mrtvelite.com as a Patreon, or here via Super Chat or via Tipeee stream, because, well, I had to pay my trip to Las Vegas by myself. I paid more than 2,000 euros to make this happen, and again, I was offered to get everything paid by a big headset company, and I said no. I did not take this money because I simply want this to be as clean as possible, and I do not accept money from VR or AR headset companies. I can do sponsorships, but not by VR and AR headset companies. So therefore I said no to this, and I paid everything more than 2,000 euro by myself. So I would be really glad if you support this, by a super chat or by a donation via Tipistream. And thank you so much, Rendered Reality, for your $5 contribution. That was definitely one adult beverage that I might have drank in Las Vegas. Thank you so much for that, dear Rendered Reality. And Rendered Reality says, this is taking away from my Visit Germany fund. Rendered Reality, I would love to have the both of you here at the MRTV headquarters. That would be amazing. And Mr. Rutger says, it is 80 hertz now, they said at CES. Yeah, I think they are still working on that. That's right. Thank you so much, Janred, for your €3. Thank you. Hello there, Janred. Thank you so much for your contribution, for being an MRTV Elite Patreon. Wow, now the money is coming in here. Thank you so much, VR Gamers, for £5. Buy a coffee this time, no more beer. All right, okay. Coffee on you. Thank you so much, VR Gamers, for your contribution to honest and unbiased reporting here on MRTV. The PImax 8KX is at 75 hertz, but I heard now they're even getting out 80 hertz, but this has to be confirmed again. Does all games support the 8KX? Yes. And Dennis, hi Dennis, DKNX says, the PImax 8KX has already improved a lot compared to the old PImax models. Agreed. Okay. Oh yes, I didn't talk about the Nreal headset yet. I will talk about the Nreal headset in a moment as well. And I do believe it's worth purchasing. Absolutely. There's a hand tracking module available in the shop. Did they demo that? Actually, I tried it myself, and actually I have it already. Wait a moment, let me show you the hand tracking module real quick. Tried it myself, and actually I have it already. Wait a moment, let me show you the hand tracking module real quick. Tried it myself, and actually I have it already. Getting it for you now. Let me show you the hand tracking module real quick. Oh, somebody was sending a video right now of this stream or what? This is cool. This is really cool. Oh, somebody was sending a video right now. Wow, this looks wild. This is like super meta. Cool. This is really cool. Wow, thank you, Mr. Pixelman, for 25 euros. Wow, this is so amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Pixelman, even with media. And this looked wild. This is so amazing. This is still looking super wild. Mr. Pixelman. Wow. How did you do that? Did you send a video of this stream, didn't you? Wow. How long is this going? How did you do that? This is going forever. Because you wow. How long is this going? This is unbelievable. This is going forever. Because you donated $25, right? 25 euros. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. $25. Wow. Mr. Pixelman, 25 euros. Thank you so much for this. What was Palmer Lucky's impression of the 8KX? I don't know. I haven't seen, I didn't see him. I was not at the booth when Palmer Lucky was there. So, I don't know. The Odyssey Plus is still a really good headset. Yes, it is. And thank you for another €3 from the Nexus Lord. Thank you so much. Thanks for your telling things straight up approach. Yes, that is my approach. That is my approach here on MRTV, and you know, of course, it is tougher. This is the tough road. Of course, I could secretly be sponsored by a headset company. I could have 100,000 or more subscribers right now, but you know what? Fuck this. Really, I will stay like this channel is operating. I will keep doing what I do, honest, and just give you the things straight, not being sponsored secretly or by some company. And yeah, this is better. So yes, it is the tough road. I cannot get to 50, 60, 100,000, 150,000 subscribers as fast as others. But you know what? I don't give a friggin' shit. I don't give a shit. I keep on doing what I do. And you know what? I'm going to 30,000 subscribers. I'm going to 30,000 subscribers very soon. And you know what? I am proud of that. I'm proud of 30,000 real subscribers. And I worked on these 30,000 subscribers really, really tough by this approach. And I will keep on doing this. And you know what? On the long run, this hard, tough approach is going to win. Because I'm building a reputation here. I'm building a community of people. You guys, you 212 people who are watching this right now, you know that this channel is for real. You know when I tell you this headset is good, you can trust me. You know you can trust MRTV reviews, and that is what I'm fighting for. This is the reputation that I'm building, and that's why I'm totally fine with this going not as fast as others. I'm super happy with it. And if you agree that this is the right approach, please say yes. Now I want to see it. I want to see that you agree with me that this is the right thing. And I'm super, super proud. I'm super proud of 30,000 real subscribers. This is amazing, and this channel is going to grow bigger, and time will tell that this might be the right approach. Yes, exactly right. Mr. Pixelman, yes. VR 24/7, yes. Loki, yes. Rudel, yes. I think you agree with me. This is the right approach. And you know what? I'm super, super proud of 30,000 real subscribers. MRTV for the win, my dear friends. I do want to earn a living wage. I will. Thank you so much, VR Legion, for €4. Yeah, you know what? I can be sponsored. I am okay to be sponsored by companies that have nothing to do with VR headsets or AR headsets, right? You know, I was sponsored by Modicap, which are doing this here, the sound kit. I was sponsored by VR Cover for the last 3 months. I was sponsored by Humanize. But whenever I'm sponsored, everything is super transparent. You will know when I'm sponsored because I'm telling you this. This is important, I think. But for VR headsets and AR headsets, I am not going to be sponsored on this channel whatsoever. Yeah, I have 100% homegrown subs, and I'm sure that you're going to spread the word about this channel. You're going to tell others. Yes, MRTV is that channel if you want honest and unbiased reviews. Yeah. And sponsored by the adult entertainment industry. Yeah, why not? Anyways, thank you so much for your support, guys. Thank you so much for every single dollar. I'm using that money to go to Las Vegas. I'm using that money to pay for the rent here, and that is good. So I simply needed to tell you that, guys. Thank you so much, Live Machine Tutorials, for 200 yen. I have no idea what that means in dollars, but I'm still very grateful. How was the food at CES and the Quest headphones? Yeah, the food at CES was expensive. I had a sandwich for $11, which was unbelievably expensive. And the Quest headphones, They were pretty okay. They were without a doubt not better than the Valve Index headphones. Thank you so much, Live Machine Tutorials. It was so interesting. When I was talking to the company rep, he told me, yeah, this is better than the Valve Index headphones. We did more research than Valve, and we have opened it up and we have made it better, and everything that he was saying was really, I don't want to say bad words here, but that was ridiculous, and I had to work hard to keep a straight face when I was listening to that rap, because it was so hilarious. I think we have to watch this now. Because that was hilarious. I'm so sorry about the guy who was actually doing that while I was talking with him, but I must show it to you again. This was hilarious. Good night, Gary. Thank you for being here for so long. And let's watch this video. Oh, that was fun. Oh my God. Here it is. Let's have a look at the most amazing wrap that I've ever seen in VR.
Hi and welcome back here from CES 2020. This is MRTV. My name is Sebastian Hang, bringing you the best live coverage here from CES 2020 as what regards VR and AR stuff. So we are here with Johnny from Rebuff Reality.
That's right.
And we're going to look at a very interesting product that I found here. These are called the VR ears, right? For you.
Yeah, exactly. So these are the VR ears. They are developed with the same technology essentially that the Index uses, except we took it apart and improved it a lot.
They took it apart and improved it a lot. Wow, this is amazing. Better than the Valve Index.
And these headphones actually are developed by somebody in our factory who produced Beats by Dre.
Wow, they are produced by somebody in their factory, and this guy also made the Beats by Dre. Oh my God, this is amazing.
So very, very significant.
Yeah, look at my face. I was like, all right, this is unbelievably amazing.
Significant technology for immersion audio.
Okay, cool. So everyone loves the audio of the Valve Index, right?
Definitely.
So I'm wondering, how did you improve on the Valve Index headphones?
So thank you, Live Machine Tutorials. So I was like quite smiling a bit here because I now wanted to know how they actually improved on the Valve Index headphones. Now, this was just too funny. I simply had to ask this question because, well, these were developed by the guy in the factory who does the Beats, right? The Beats headphones. So let's see how they improved the Valve Index headphones.
Very difficult to explain the in-depth technologies, but essentially we took a lot more time to see how these different waves interacted with each other.
So they took more time than Valve to see how that different waves interacted with each other. Oh my goodness, this is amazing.
And how the human skull acts as a natural reverberation device for...
Wow, the human skull acts as a reverberation device
for immersive audio. We actually probably can't go into the details because that would give away some advantages to other competitors.
Yeah, so unfortunately, he couldn't exactly tell me what magic they are doing here because, well, it will totally give an advantage to the other competitors, right?
But right
like
now,
Valve.
I think we're the...
Like Valve. It was so hard for me at this moment in time not to burst out laughing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, exactly. But right now, we're the only ones on the market, and we're ready to launch our Kickstarter in January.
Okay.
Yeah, my dear friends, I simply had to show you this again. It was probably the funniest thing That was probably the funniest thing that I saw and that I heard at CES 2020. So, dear Johnny, if you're watching this, sorry that I had to show everyone again. And I think in the comment section, Johnny is there, and he even said like, oh, there was a terrible performance by myself, and he was super tired the whole day, and then that was what came out of it, right? So let's not be too hard on Johnny here. But Johnny, you have to leave it to us. You did give us a really, really good laugh. But let me get back to the headset itself, to the device itself, to the VR ears. Actually, they are pretty good. Yeah, they are pretty good. They are not better. They are not better than as compared to the Valve Index headphones. No, they are good. They are really not bad. They also give you the same comfort as where no headphones are on your ears. But they are not better than the Valve Index headphones, but they are not bad. So I'm looking forward to try them once they start the Kickstarter. And dear Rebuff Reality, if you're watching this right now, dear Johnny, if you're watching this right now, I would be happy to receive a review unit, and Rendered Reality will probably still back them. Yes, probably. They're going to cost $199 once they retail, and 40% cheaper in the Kickstarter. So this is something that I'm going to check out for you. Let's see how good they really are. But this was really the funniest thing ever, dear Johnny. And read the comment section if you want to see what Johnny thought about that themselves. Yes, dear Glory, PHG, you did miss the PImax part. You did miss the PImax part. Did you have any more questions about the PImax headsets? Oh, the hand tracking. The hand tracking module. We didn't hear anything new, but we only know that it's finished. The hand tracking module is finished. And Rendered Reality is going to put them on his wife's Quest. Yeah, so if you don't have any more questions about PImax, then we are going to go to the next topic. I need more adult beverage, says Gorilla Jones. I already had quite a few here, and at the moment I'm good. Lazario Christina says, Seb, PImax 8KX or Star VR? At the moment I would say 8KX. From my first impressions, I only tried the Star VR once, like 1 year ago. It was amazing, but for the picture quality, I would say now the 8KX is better. Live machine tutorials. They did acknowledge that it's kind of ridiculous that they're releasing so many different headsets. Have a look at my review, my interview with Robin Weng. PImax 8K Plus look okay. Yes, the PImax 8K Plus looks okay, and it has already shipped. That's fine. 8K Plus is also a very nice headset. Actually, super nice. You will love it as well. And no worries, 8K Plus looks good too. And Gorilla Jones still wants me to say good things about the XTAL. Sure, I'm happy to say that. The XTAL 8K, the new XTAL is the first headset that I saw that only has one cable. And it has the virtual link cable, which is pretty amazing. 8KX is already shipping in really small quantities. They will go up to scale in March and April. How does it get power? Through the virtual link cable. Is there any chance that a new wave of consumer headset will hit the market second half of the year? We don't know yet. Oh, there's always a chance, but I don't think from Oculus, and I think from Pimax we're good. I think Vive, HTC Vive is also not coming up with something new, so I don't think so. Which should I get? The Artisan, the 5K Plus, or the Index? I can for sure tell you not the 5K Plus. Better get the Artisan. But Index, of course, is amazing too. But, well, for the Artisan, you get the wider field of view. But for the Index, you get the better sound solution. So the best thing is to try it at the MRTV headquarters, at the MRTV Experience. Go for the MRTV Experience. Try everything out yourself at http://mrtvexperience.com. Which one would you get? XTAL or Vario? I personally would go for the Vario because for me it's important to have the scale right. Do you have any more questions about the Pimax headset? Can't change the panels, that's right. Yes, I tried. I tried the small form factor headsets, and that's in the first part of this stream. I tried the Pico G3 Light, and I tried the Huawei Glass. Both really cool. The visuals of the Huawei Glass were really nice. Also hardly any screen door effect. FOV was not so good. Probably like 90-ish, 95-ish. But still, a pretty amazing headset. Pimax 8KX or Index? At the moment, my impressions are pointing toward the 8KX. How is the Pimax 5K Super versus the Parmesan? But, Didier, this is like a really good question. The 5K Super, the new 180 Hz headset, it also looked good in terms of graphics fidelity, in terms of screen door effect. It looked basically the same like the Artisan, but it has 180 Hz as compared to the 120 Hz of the Parmesan. So 60 Hz more. Does it matter? For me, no. I better go for half the price of the Parmesan as compared to the 5K Super with 180 Hz. But you might love Hertz. If you love super high refresh rates, then the 5K Super might be for you. But I would go for the Pimax Parmesan all the time. So now, before we stop this live stream, let me say a few words about the Unreal Light. Let me actually find the video of me trying, or let me just show you the Unreal Light. So let's have a look here at the Unreal Light. I saw them already in 2019 when I went for the CES. And as you can tell, the Unreal, they have a really nice form factor. This is an augmented reality headset. And this is the first AR headset that I would buy. This is going to cost $500. This is tethered to your Android phone. And it's your Android phone that gives it its content. And let me tell you, this is impressive in terms of the picture that you see. So you see your real world through these glasses, but superimposed onto your real world, you will see a virtual picture. And you have a higher FOV than the Magic Leap 1, which is really good. And the picture also looks better than that of the Magic Leap 1. It is very, very impressive. The picture looks super clear and has a really nice resolution. Now, let me tell you what impressed me. Again, I saw this already last year, but this year, what impressed me is the software. The software is amazing. And actually, I didn't show that on my English channel. I only showed that on my German channel. I did the demo of what you can do on my German channel. And this is something that I must tell you now. It was super impressive how I could use my standard Android apps on this thing. So what happened? I plugged in the Android phone that they supplied me with. What happened? A menu opened in front of me. A menu with icons, with all the icons of the Android apps, which were to be found on this phone. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Netflix, anything, all your Android apps. What I did, I chose YouTube. What happened? A huge flowing window appeared. What I could do now, my phone was now a 3 degrees of freedom motion controller. So I could point into the space in front of me and a laser, oh no, I have to do this again. Wait a moment. And a laser was coming out of my phone. And I could, with that laser, I could totally point at the icons that I saw floating in front of me. So I chose YouTube. And how did I choose this? Well, I chose this with my with the phone. The touch screen of the phone became a touch screen for me to use in this augmented reality. So I pointed at the YouTube app. I clicked on my phone, and then another window opened. And this window now, I could completely freely position it anywhere in the space. So I could position it on the wall, and it would stay there on the wall, and no matter how I would walk around it, the YouTube picture, the YouTube screen would stick on my wall. This was really good. So I positioned it in the back end, in the wall, and I had a huge YouTube screen. And then using that laser, I chose the search button. I clicked on the search button, and what happened? On my phone, my keyboard opened. So I didn't have to complicate it. I didn't have to type with that laser in a complicated way. I could simply use my phone in order to search. And I searched for MRTV. And I found the live stream that I was streaming in that moment. So in that AR headset, I was looking at my own live stream, and it was really amazing. So that huge thing was floating there on the back of the wall. I saw myself, and now something really cool happens. She told me, the lady that was giving me this demo, she told me, okay, now click on the home button of that screen that was on my phone. I clicked on it, and again, the icons came up. The icons of my of the apps that were on my phone, and now I chose something else. I think I chose Instagram or Twitter. I clicked it, and what happened? Another big screen opened that I could again position anywhere in the room. So I positioned that Twitter window right next to the YouTube window, and I could watch YouTube and I could see my Twitter stream. It was pretty amazing, and it was better multitasking than if I would only use my phone. It was amazing. It was really, really a very, very good experience. And I could open yet another app and position that other app on the left. And I have this super huge, nice work environment, and I can work like this wherever I am. At home, but also if I am in the public transportation. And this is a form factor that I would absolutely wear in the public, using YouTube, watching my Twitter feed and everything at the same time. So this is really good. This is truly good. I was really amazed by Nreal and this Nreal Light glasses. And these Nreal Light glasses are going to cost $500. And I believe that this is the first AR headset which could make it to the mass market. And what I saw at the CES 2020 was really, truly amazing. Do you have any questions about the Nreal Light? If yes, please ask me now. If no, we're going to finish it. I am really excited about AR, about the AR glasses. These AR glasses are really cool. Absolutely. Do you have any questions? About these AR glasses? How is the resolution? I think it's 1080p. But this I will have to double check again. You would connect it via USB-C. Exactly, Jan-Red. I'm running around CES, streaming and watching the comments. Exactly. What is the difference between Magic Leap and Unreal glasses? Well, Magic Leap, they cost like more than $2,000. This only costs $500. These are tethered to your phone, so you can use all your phone apps. The Magic Leap has its own computer, and you can play the Magic Leap apps, which probably nobody wants to do. The level of functionality, this one will give you access to your phone in a very cool and nice way. And of course, you can also use their own apps that are made for that, and then you can see things in 3D in front of you. And well, I will have to try it. I don't know yet about all the apps that come with it. What kind of FOV did they have? FOV is, the FOV is still not impressive. It's probably something like that. So it's better than Magic Leap, but it's not impressive. It's less than 100 degrees for sure. Okay, do you have, is it good? Yeah, this is a good question. Is it good enough for movies? Yes, it is good enough for movies. I was truly impressed by this because I didn't expect it to be good enough for movies. But I watched a part of a movie and it looked really crisp. The picture looked fantastic. And I was surprised how good you can watch movies with this. So with this, you can watch movies and when you are out and about in the public transportation, or probably you're on a plane, and you can totally watch movies with this. Huawei Glass or Unreal for movies? Good question. Well, if you still want to see something about your environment, then the Unreal. If you want to be in VR, then Huawei Glass for sure. Probably, yeah. If there's backlight, probably better use some VR glasses. Agreed. But this was truly impressive. Yeah, my dear friends, I think we're coming to the end. Yes, Unreal glasses have spatial awareness. So that was interesting. I was placing that screen at the wall, and I could walk around and everything stayed fixed to the wall. So yes, Unreal glasses have spatial awareness. Can you get prescription lenses? Yes, you can get prescription lenses here with the Unreal. Seen something from Serial? No. At the end of the stream, at the very end of the stream, again, I want to show you the Dexmo gloves. Since I think it's just so amazing that I now have the Dexmo gloves here. So you will see this on the channel really soon. The Dexmo gloves only here at the MRTV headquarters and on MRTV. You will see the world's first wireless haptic force feedback gloves. I showed them to you at CES, and now I have them here at the MRTV headquarters. You're going to get an unboxing where we're going to have a look at what is in the box. I'm going to show that to you, what you can do in virtual reality, and wow, this is just so amazing. Only here on MRTV. So, and I do have to give them back. Yeah, my dear friends, I really hope that you enjoyed this live stream. It was, wow, 3 hours and 52 minutes. This is probably one of the longest live streams that I ever did here on this channel. Thank you so much. thumbs up if you have not yet given me a thumbs up. And I'm really happy that so many people were here. I'm so happy that you enjoyed my live streams from CES. It was truly, truly amazing to be at CES 2020 for you. Thanks for all your contributions. Again, if you want to support me, I would be really happy if you become a member of the MRTV Elite.com. And this is my Patreon channel. With only $3, you can become part of this channel. You can support me with doing unbiased and honest reviews by supporting this channel, and you will get more videos. You will get behind the scenes videos. Like, for example, how I gambled in Las Vegas with my mom. And I think $3 for this kind of coverage, for making sure that I can stay independent it's a good contribution. And of course, I'm also happy about you sending over super chats and you sending over donations. So everyone who has donated, I want to thank you. Let me call you out here. Thank you so much, Live Machine Tutorials. Thank you so much, VR Legion. Thank you so much, The Nexus Lord. Thank you so much, Mr. Pixelman. Thank you so much, VR Gamers. Thank you so much, Janred. Thank you so much, Rendered Reality. Thank you so much, Trevor P. And thank you so much, Reckoner, VR, and Pshemek, and Kevin Ang, my cousin, and Pally, and Niloman, and JE. Wow. Thank you so much. That was a really nice stream. Thank you for all your donations. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. And thank you, Mr. Rutgers. I think that was really good. And yeah, MRTV, your place for unbiased and honest VR and AR reviews. I want to hammer down that, because again, I did not take the money for this trip. I could have done it, but I did not. And I'm really glad that you know that this is the place to be for honest and unbiased VR and AR reviews. All right, that's it for this live stream. That's it really. Now it's already 2:35 here in Germany. It's time for me to go to bed. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If yes, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV yet, do so now. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Road to 30,000 subscribers. Yes. So looking forward to that. Bye-bye. Time to go sleeping. Good night and see you soon.